Welcome to Air Checks. In this episode and tomorrow's extended episode, we will be featuring The Adventures of Tintin. The Adventures of Tintin is a series of 24 bande dessinée albums created by Belgian cartoonist Georges Remy, who wrote under the pen name Hergé. The series was one of the most popular European comics of the 20th century. By 2007, a century after Hergé's birth in 1907, Tintin had been published in more than 70 languages with sales of more than 200 million copies, and had been adapted for radio, television, theater, and film. The series first appeared in French on January 10, 1929, in Le Petit Vingtième, The Little 20th, a youth supplement to the Belgian newspaper Le 20e siècle, the 20th century. The success of the series led to serialized strips published in Belgium's leading newspaper Le Soir, The Evening, and spun into a successful Tintin magazine. In 1950, Hergé created Studios Hergé, which produced the canonical versions of 11 Tintin albums. The series is set during a largely realistic 20th century. Its protagonist is Tintin, a courageous young Belgian reporter and adventurer aided by his faithful dog Snowy, Malou in the original French edition. Other allies include the brash and cynical Captain Haddock, the intelligent but hearing-impaired Professor Calculus, French, Professeur Tournesol, incompetent detectives Thompson and Thompson, French, Dupont et Dupont, and the opera diva Bianca Castafiore. The series has been admired for its clean, expressive drawings in Hergé's signature ligne claire, clear line, style. Its well-researched plots straddle the action-adventure and mystery genres and draw upon themes of politics, history, culture and technology, offset by moments of slapstick comedy. The Adventures of Tintin was a series of radio adaptations of 11 of Hergé's original stories for BBC Radio 4, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. They starred Richard Pearse as Tintin, Andrew Sachs as Snowy, Leo McKern as Captain Haddock in the first series of 6 episodes, Lionel Jeffries as Captain Haddock in the second series of 6 episodes plus the one-off production of the Castafiore Emerald, Stephen Moore as Professor Calculus, Charles Kay as the Thompsons and Stephen Thorne as Nestor. Here is Episode 1, The Black Island.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 1. The Black Island.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, forgery. This adventure took me on a hair-raising chase from rural England to a remote island in the wilds of Scotland. It all began one day when Snowy, my little terrier, was taking me for a walk. Nothing like a stroll in the countryside, eh, Snowy?
Yes. But I'm a bit hot under all this fur.
Plane in trouble? Sounds bad. Why, it's unregistered. Looks like it's having to make a forced landing. Let's have a look, Snowy.
Oh, must we?
Come on.
Oh, no, here we go again.
Will it take long to fix?
Spin it.
Well?
She's a good plane.
Yeah, that's what you said before. I've flown better paper ones. Hey, someone's coming, Mick.
Hello, I say.
Too bad for the kid. You know our orders.
It breaks my heart.
Hello. Can I be of any help?
Well, Doctor?
He was lucky. The bullet only grazed a rib. Confine him to bed for a couple of days. And see if you can find that dog a bone. You must be more careful, young man.
I was only trying to help.
That's the way it always starts.
Excuse me, nurse. I'm Detective Thompson. This is my colleague.
How do you do?
Detective Thompson. May we speak with Tintin, please? Doctor?
I suppose so. Don't be too tough with him. He's still in shock.
Tough?
What?
Come on, nurse. Leave the boy alone.
Look here, Tintin. Are you absolutely sure the plane had no registration marks?
Quite certain.
I could have told you that, but you humans, of course, don't understand dog language.
It all smells very fishy to me. To be precise, the whole thing smells like me. Very.
Excuse me. Hello? Yes? It's for you, Thompson. Or Thompson.
I'll take it. Hello? Yes, sir. Thompson, with a P, as in psychology. Easttown. Last night? Yes, sir. I understand. We leave at once. We're going to Eastdown in Sussex. An unregistered plane crashed there last night. Don't you worry, Tintin. We'll catch those scoundrels.
Goodbye. And watch your step.
Thanks.
Eastdown. If only... it can't be helped. I simply must go. Never mind doctor's orders.
What about my bow?
Come on, Snowy. We've got a train to catch.
Mr. Pushoff. It's the train for
Read
this
all
dog.
about it. Dramatic plane crash. Read all about it.
Give me that. The silly fools.
Oi, that's tuppence, sir.
Oh, pay the man, dolt.
All right, sir.
Idiots. Who do you think they shot at last night? Tintin himself.
Tuppence, sir.
Here. Keep the change.
Wow!
Thank you, sir.
Come on, Snowy. Hop on board.
Mr. Pushoff, look.
Talk of the devil. Well, I hope he's bought a one-way ticket. He won't need a return.
This is the life. Much better than walking.
I must have been sleeping. Why have we stopped? Let's look in the corridor. There's a door open, and someone's getting out. Come on, Snowy.
What about my beauty sleep?
There he goes.
What do you think you were doing?
Oh, no, the ticket inspector. Let me go. A man just jumped off the train. We must follow him.
Yeah, you can't fool me.
No one is to leave the train.
The Thompson twins?
Tintin, aren't you supposed to be in bed?
There he is. That's him. I'd know him anywhere. He knocked me out.
Me?
Search him.
What are you doing?
A cosh. Useful for knocking people on the head. Robbery, too. Look. Is this your wallet, sir?
It is.
Tintin.
I'm innocent, I tell you. It's a trick. Someone planted the cosh and the wallet in my pockets while I was asleep. I've never seen them before.
Well, perhaps you should have stayed asleep, to be precise, in hospital.
Handcuffs?
What else can we do, Tintin? The evidence is all against you.
I agree. Everything points to my guilt. Very neatly planned, but why? And by whom? And what for? Psst, Tintin. Oh, the key to the handcuffs. Well done, Snow.
Oh, I have a nose in every pocket.
Quick, bring it here.
That was the general idea.
There. Now, while the Thompsons are asleep, I'll slip one cuff on Thompson.
And the other one on Thompson with a P as in psychology.
Right, time to disembark.
Oh, good gracious! We've stopped. Good heavens! Where's Tintin?
I don't know.
He's given us the slip. Got away with the handcuffs on,
To
too.
be precise, he's given us away.
What a cheek!
You go that way, and I'll go...
Oh, good gracious!
My paws hurt.
Look, a lorry going our way. I'll thumb a ride. I'm trying to get to Eastdown. Could you give me a lift?
What? Another dog ruined my seat? Oh, all right then. Hop in.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Muller speaking. Ah, Pushoff. So it is you. For Tintin on our trail? He has escaped the police. Kreuze Türken. We shall have to keep our eyes open.
Look, Snowy. Eastdown 4 miles. Oh, and look. Here's the wreckage of the plane that crashed last night. Come on, let's have a look around. Oh, what a mess. What happened to the pilot, Constable?
Don't know, sir. We found this lot last night. No sign of the crew.
It's the plane I saw yesterday, definitely. But I shan't learn much from this pile of scrap metal. Snowy's picked up a scent. It must be the crew. He's heading for the woods. There isn't a dog in the world like him. He can smell a crook a mile away. Oh, better be careful. We must be getting close. Hold on, Snowy. Hold on. What? A bone? Aren't you ashamed, Snowy?
No?
Wasting our time bone hunting?
Well, it's only natural for a dog.
Here, give it to me. You're not to chew filthy old bones.
All work and no play.
Snowy, come here at once. Oh, what is it now?
This time I'm serious.
Strange. He really does want me to follow him. I'll come, but woe betide him if it's just another bone. Flying jackets.
There.
Oh, those thugs from the plane must have hidden them. And look what's in the pocket. Some torn scraps of paper. I've always liked puzzles, and this time I've got a real one. That's done it. Eastdown, Sussex, Muller, 3FR, triangle, 2418. Not much help. What on earth can it mean?
Perhaps they're bone dealers.
It's only a few miles to Eastdown. Come on, Snowy. That's a grand house, eh, Snowy?
This is a grand bone.
Dr. J.W. Muller on the gatepost. That's the name on the paper. No one about. I'll take a look around the grounds. I'll have to climb over the wall.
And I suppose I'll have to crawl under the gate.
Now.
What kept you?
Come on, boy. A man trap! Run for it, Snowy, I'm done for!
What a pleasant surprise. Tintin himself come specially to see me. Release him, Ivan. He won't run.
Right, boss.
What do you want with me? What have I done?
Silence. Now, tie his hands. All right, Tintin, to the house. It was a mistake to meddle in our affairs, young man. Now I shall have to dispose of you. Please, go and warm yourself by the fire. You look tired. Need a rest, perhaps. Fortunately, I happen to be medical superintendent of rather a special institution. Not all my patients are insane when they are admitted. But after 8 hours of special treatment, they are unlikely to recover. Excuse me for one moment, then I shall be entirely at your service.
I wonder.
Hello, Horncliffe. I have a young patient for you in need of care. He will require treatment B. Understand? Good.
A burning log. If I can just hold the ropes against it and burn them off.
Yeah. He displays all the classic symptoms. Paranoid, infantilism, delusions of grandeur, dog lover. Yeah. Plus 4. There is only one cure. Good. There.
And there!
Then you leave no choice, whippersnapper. You will dine on lead.
Oh, no, he's pulled out a gun. Nothing for it, I'll have to run at him. Missed!
Not this time, my friend. You are cornered. Krutzitoken, it's empty.
He's picking up the burning log. Missed again.
Krutzitoken, I will have to reload.
And I'll have to be off. Up the stairs. What's in this room? It's a laboratory. All these test tubes. He's firing through the door!
The sound of glass breaking. The chloroform, perhaps.
Fire!
Fire! Himmel, that burning log actual. It sets a room on fire.
Fire? Or is it a real alarm? Or just a trick to make me open the door? Oh, what's the matter? I feel dead tired. Oh, come on, this is no time to fall asleep.
The fire brigade. I shall have destroyed.
Right, get the hoses out, lad.
Right, sir.
Anyone left inside the house, Dr. Muller?
Fortunately not. We all escaped.
They must save Tintin. How can I make them understand?
At least belongings are replaceable. People are not.
More people took your attitude.
Besides, I am very well insured. Don't hurry on my account. They're busy.
All right, that's right now. We can spread it around the house.
One slice of this scalpel. I just thought you had more important things to do.
Come on, run!
So undignified.
It beats me why he cut it. No, don't you start. What's the matter?
How can I make them understand? Tintin's in the house.
He wants something. Good heavens, there can't be someone inside.
That's what I said.
I'd better make quite certain.
Be careful, Chief!
That goes a right man.
Why doesn't he come back?
Come on, Chief! Come on!
He's got Tintin. He's got him.
Last night, Inspector? What happened to Dr. Muller?
I'm afraid my men couldn't catch him. He hopped in with his driver and they went off at top speed. We hadn't a chance.
A pity. I'd have given a lot to know why they were so anxious to get rid of me. Perhaps I'll find a clue at the house to put me on their track again. The fire can't have destroyed everything.
You're not getting out of bed.
Tintin.
Of course, Inspector. I feel absolutely fine. Heavens. There isn't much left of Dr. Muller's house. It's gutted. I shan't find anything useful here. Oops! Mind your step. Electric cables. What can they be for?
Electricity?
How odd. They appear to run up that tree. I wonder if I pull... A red beacon. I don't understand. And that isn't all. The wires continue to the next tree.
I say, Tintin, are you going to do this all day?
There's another light there, too. And now a third one. The 3 trees form a triangle. Got it. The instructions to the pilot in that plane. 3FR triangle means 3 flares red in a triangle, Snowy.
So what does that mean?
It means it's a signal to aeroplanes for a drop.
Und, the worst of it is another plane is due to deliver tonight. If the lights are not on, he will go back without dropping his load.
Und?
Yeah?
I am running short on money. We must return to my house, Ivan. This is the plan. We enter the grounds after dark and light the beacons. The plane drops its load, which we put into the car. By tomorrow morning, we can be on the Black Isle. What do you think?
Oh, good idea, Chief.
Himmel, the cables have been pulled up. Someone has discovered our installation.
Look over there, Chief. The beacons are alight.
Someone else is waiting for the plane. Shh.
What?
Shh.
Oh.
If they drop the load now, we are finished. We have got to stop them. We must put out the lights. Here, help me to cut the wires. Too late. There is the plane.
Great snakes, they've dropped something. Let's see.
Look, Ivan, Tintin, confront him. I thought he was dead.
Another. That fell quite close.
Here he comes.
I wonder what I'm going to find.
Ready?
Look out!
What?
In the parachute!
What's that?
Chief, I'm off!
Ivan! Muller's out cold. Quick, his gun. Stop or I'll fire.
Don't shoot! I give in! I don't want to die!
Now, the most important thing is to tie them up securely. There! Like a couple of trussed turkeys. Necessity is the mother of invention, so they say. If you haven't any rope, use the electric wire. Now for the sacks. Let's see what they contain. Great snakes! Banknotes! Forgers! So that's your game. You'll go to jail for this. I'd better find the other 2 sacks. Oh, there's one. And...
Tintin!
Oh, they're getting away! What an idiot! The wires were still connected. When they struggled, they caused a short circuit and the wires burned. Come on, Snowy. Oh, our only hope is to follow on foot.
My poor paws. We've been walking all night and not a sign of anything.
Look, Snowy, a smash. Great snakes! It's their car! Excuse me, officer, do you know what happened to the occupants?
It beats me. They can't be far.
I say, laddie.
Yes, old-timer?
I saw it all. I saw them head off towards the aerodrome, just a mile up the road there. Seemed in a frightful hurry.
Thanks for your help. Come on, Snowy. Crikey, it's the Thompsons!
If you come with me, sir, I'd like to take down your particulars.
So, we meet again, eh?
Thompson and Thompson.
And you won't get away this time. You're under arrest.
Let me go! Don't you understand? There are two gangsters on the run. They're crooks and you're letting them get away.
You're the crook, to be precise, and we're not going to let you get away. The robbery on the train, or have you forgotten that little episode? Be precise. We're arresting you for resisting arrest as well.
It's ridiculous. Look here, let's make a deal. Don't arrest me until those thugs, the ones you're really after, are behind bars. Then I'll give myself up.
What do you think, Thompson?
There'll be something in it for you.
It's highly irregular, Thompson, but on the other hand... Exactly. We might get all the credit. Straight to point? Good thinking. All right, we agree. We'll let you go on one condition.
What?
We come with you.
If you must.
Let's go then, to the aerodrome. We haven't got much time. The Halsham Flying Club. Look, over there, that plane taking off. I bet it's them. Watch out, he's coming towards us. You've an idea. Come on, Snowy.
You've got your head in the clouds, Tintin.
Ruffians! Road hogs! To be precise, runway hogs! I'm beginning to agree with Tintin. They look like hooks. To be precise, they hook like hooks.
Wait for me. I'll be back. Full throttle, pilot. They went north.
Just as I feared. A fair old pea super. That's what happens when you go north.
We've totally lost sight of them.
Poor show, I'm afraid. I'm going to have to put the old girl down.
It's a dog's life.
We're very near the coast. Don't want to drop the crate in the briny, what?
I can't see a thing.
Right old weather for a 4-star prangy poo, I'm afraid.
There's a field ahead.
Doesn't look too rough. See if we can park the Ark down here.
Is he on about?
Coming in.
Look out!
Stripes! Who put that wall there?
How lucky can you be? The impact of the crash flung us from the plane and into the safety of a bramble bush. A passing farmer offered us fresh clothes and a bed for the night. The following morning, a radio report revealed that floating wreckage of the plane we had been following had been spotted off a place called the Black Island, home of the Castle Craig Dwee and of a legendary beast locals claimed dwelt there. Snowy and I made for the tiny fishing village of Kiltoch, and despite warnings from the locals...
I wouldn't have gone there if I were you again. You'll never survive that little monster. Doomed to tell you. Doomed.
Hired a small boat and set out for the Black Isle. It's peaceful out here. And lonely. Oh, look, Snowy. There it is. The Black Island. And that must be Craig Dwee. It looks like Dracula's castle. Creepy, eh? I think we'll explore there first. They were quite right in Kiltoch. It is a sinister place.
There's still time to go home, you know, Tintin. That kilt looks silly on you anyway.
That That staircase must lead to the tower.
There's something coming down it, Tintin.
Oh, great snakes! It must be the beast!
It's a monster! Go and hit him, Tintin!
Better idea. Let's make ourselves scarce. Come on, Snowy! Run for dear life! Back to the boat! Oh no, look!
What?
The boat! It's been washed away! What do we do now?
Quick, this way!
Snowy? A cave! Oh, well done, Snowy! Perhaps I can squeeze in. Oh, what a stroke of luck. It widens out. Shh, they're coming.
That's where he's hiding. We've got him now. Go on, Ranko. Go on.
Help! He smelt us out. Thank goodness the entrance is so narrow.
Congratulations, my dear Tintin. You even managed to evade our faithful Ranko. You're quite safe in your cave. Except there's one thing you won't escape. The sea. The tide is rising. Unless you prefer to come out and meet little Ranko again, you'll drown in your hole like a rat.
That voice. The man who set me up on the train. You'll pay for this.
Oh, with the money from my wallet you stole?
We've got to get out of here, Snowy. The water's rising.
Farewell, Tintin. Seen off by push-off.
Shh, Snowy, I'm thinking. Oh, I'm also getting wet.
Over here!
Quiet, Snowy. Snowy? How did you get over there?
I'll give you 3 guesses. Now look what I found.
You swam?
No.
What have you found?
Come and look.
If it's a bone... Oh, hold on. I'm coming. What is it, boy? Golly, a secret door. Now, if I can just slip the catch quietly... A printing press? The forgers! We found them! Come on, Snowy! So, this is their hideaway, but where is everyone?
You spoke too soon, Tintin.
Oh, someone coming. Quick, hide under this machine. My old friend Dr. Muller. This ink roller will come in handy. Hello, Dr. Muller.
Tintin! Ivan! Hi!
What is it, Chief? Tintin!
Any more? Doesn't look like it. Good. That gives me time to take care of this lot. There. That'll do. Fully secure this time. And be good boys while I'm away. Now, let's see if there's a telephone around and call the police.
About time.
A radio transmitter. I'm in luck. SOS. SOS. Calling the police. Are you receiving me? Over.
Police control. We are receiving you loud and clear.
Tintin, calling the police. I'm on the Black Island off Kiltoch. I've rounded up a gang of forgers and I'm holding them here. Can you send a squad to pick them up? Over.
Message received and understood. We'll send help at once.
Well, that's that.
Oh, at last I've had enough of this medieval menagerie.
Let's get out of the castle.
Good idea. This place gives me the creeps. Yeah, hang on, though. What about...
Tintin.
Push off.
Still alive. This time you won't escape. This gun I'm holding in my right hand is loaded.
Push off, push off. Come on, Snowy, up the stairs.
Excellent. I've got you cornered in the tower.
Oh, no. Not again. The monster. It's not a monster at all. It's a gorilla. Loose slabs. Thank goodness. One last effort. That seems to have cooled his enthusiasm. I can hear an engine. Hooray, the police have arrived.
Come on, men! Through the door!
Hands up. Curses.
To be precise, up hands.
Curses.
The Thompson twins? How did they get here?
I don't care. We're saved.
What happened?
There's an airstrip on the beach. and my men had found a load of sacks full of forged notes ready for dispatch. After these crooks landed, they obviously dumped the plane in the sea to make it look like there had been an accident and make us lose the trail.
Have they all been rounded up?
To quote Christopher Columbus, we came, we saw, we conquered. Ghost. Precise.
It's all right. There's no danger and no ghost. See? It was this poor old chap howling.
Gorilla.
He broke his arm falling down the tower staircase just before you arrived. We're the best of friends now.
Well, I hope you don't ask him round for dinner.
What are we going to do with him?
Take him with us. If we leave him here, the poor beast will starve to death. Come on, let's go.
Between ourselves, I shan't be sorry to leave this place. To be precise, let's depart.
No sooner had I returned home and deposited Ranko in a comfortable zoo than I found myself involved with Captain Haddock, his ancestor, and the clues to a treasure of unimaginable wealth. There were times we wished we'd never been born, when we began to unravel the secret of the unicorn.
That was episode 1, entitled The Black Island. Here is the second episode entitled The Secret of the Unicorn.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 2. The Secret of the Unicorn.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, clues to missing treasure. Little did I suspect that the model ship I bought for my friend, Captain Haddock, would hold the secret to the whereabouts of missing treasure, and that I would have to confront those who would do anything to stop me from finding it.
An alarming rise in the number of pickpockets have been reported in the past few weeks. The police are using their best men to put a stop to this public scandal.
Eyes peeled, Thompson. We must catch these fiendish crooks. Quite right, Thompson. As guardians of public order, we must bring these crooks to books. I say, look, crooks. Gadzooks, no. Tintin. I say.
Snowy? Snowy?
All right. If you could hear me speak, I could tell you I was trying to have a peaceful scratch.
Look, on that stall, Snowy, isn't that a fine ship?
I'd prefer it if it was a bone.
It really is a beauty. I've a good mind to buy it for Captain Haddock.
Tintin.
Why, it's the Thompson twins. What are you doing here? Looking for bargains?
Highly confidential. Special operations. Pickpockets. To be precise, mum's the word. How much for those walking sticks, my good man?
£5 for the lot, mate.
£4. £3.50.
All right, £4.50, but I'm robbing myself.
See, we've always got to haggle a bit in this market. Take my money, my good man. My wallet's been stolen.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
But that's absurd. You must have left it at home. Or perhaps you've lost it. Lost it? No, I'm sure someone's stolen it. Here. Hold these sticks. I'll pay. Oh, I say. Mine's gone too.
Now there's a coincidence.
Really should take more care, Thompson. Be precise.
Here, let me pay for them.
Oh, thanks very much, Tintin. We'll pay you back tomorrow. Indeed we will. We're going to find a policeman straight away. Goodbye.
Goodbye. What a pair. Now, could you tell me how much this ship is, please?
£15. It's a unique specimen.
£10.
Done. Yours for a £10.
How much is that ship?
Oh, sorry, mate. I've just sold it to this young gentleman.
Well, I'll buy it from you.
I'm sorry, but it's not for sale.
Well, how much did you pay? I'll give you double for it.
Thanks, but I'm keeping it.
You can't refuse £30.
I'm sorry.
40.
No.
£50.
50, I'll have it back.
50?
Look here, I want to give this to a friend of mine. I'm not selling it, so please don't pester me anymore. Come on, Snowy, let's go home. It really is superb. I'll put it on the table for now. Captain Haddock will be delighted. But
But you think of all the bones you could have bought for £10.
I wonder why that man was so keen to buy my ship.
Let alone 50.
All right. I expect that's the captain now.
I apologise, it's me again. Forgive me if I'm insistent, but I'm a collector, you see, and I would be so very grateful if you would agree to sell me your ship.
I've already told you I bought it for a friend.
Exactly. Now, I have other ships, just as good as yours, and we could exchange them so that your friend...
Please, it's no good. Don't go on. I'm keeping it.
Very well, but I think you're making a big mistake. Perhaps you'll change your mind.
I shouldn't count on it.
Well, I shall hope. I feel sure our paths will cross again.
That's as maybe. For now, though, goodbye, sir. Snowy, what have you done? You've knocked it to the ground.
I was just trying to get a closer look.
The mast broken. How many times have I told you not to climb on the table?
Sorry.
Oh, this time it must be the captain.
Avast there, Tintin, smoothing that lumber back from the Black Isle. How are you?
Hello, Captain Haddock. How wonderful to see you. Come on in. I've got a surprise for you over here.
Tintin, what a magnificent ship. And thundering typhoons. Where did you find it?
In the Old Street Market. Why?
What a remarkable coincidence. Imagine... No, come with me back to my place. Then you'll see. Look at this painting.
Is that you?
No, it's one of my ancestors, Sir Francis Haddock. He lived in the reign of Charles II. But just take a closer look at that ship in the background.
Why, it's just like the one I bought.
Exactly. It's the same ship. It's identical. Don't you think that's remarkable?
There's a name here on the ship. Look, in tiny letters. Unicorn.
So there is. Unicorn. I'd never noticed it.
Maybe there's a name on mine, too. We should have brought it along. Wait here. I'll go and fetch it.
Oh, dear. I have the feeling this is the start of another adventure.
Great snakes. The place has been ransacked. The gangsters. What have they done to my books?
I certainly haven't been reading them.
And the unicorn. Look, Snowy, it's been smashed to pieces, but why and by whom?
Hold on. I'll just get my crystal ball out.
Very queer thieves. They haven't taken a thing. They've only searched the place. I wonder what they were looking for. Anyway, it's getting late. We'll see Captain Haddock tomorrow. I'll clear up in the morning. Let's go to bed. Goodness, what a mess. Coming. Well, Thompson and Thompson, good morning. Shouldn't you be looking for pickpockets?
Good morning, Tintin. We've come to pay you the money for those sticks. We called on you last night, but you were out.
Did you get your wallets back?
I'm afraid not, but I bought a new one this morning, and... Goodness gracious! I've been robbed again!
I would never have guessed.
Mine's gone too.
You don't say.
Great Scotland Yard! That man we met last night outside Tintin's door. I remember now. He bumped into me.
Bumped into me too? What was he like?
My tall, coarse features, black hair, small black moustache. To be precise, a scoundrel.
That's him! The man who tried to buy the unicorn off me.
Guilty. To be precise. Let's nail the bounder.
But he couldn't have stolen your wallets last night, gentlemen. You only bought them this morning.
Yes, there's something in what you say. Miserable thieves, a brand new wallet. Come along, Thompson. We must find a policeman.
Watch out for the step. Ow! Too late.
He's right. We must report this at once.
Yes, watch out for the... Ow! Too late again.
Hey, Thompson, wait for me.
Poor old Thompsons. They do have rotten luck. Oh, well, let's try and get this mess sorted out.
Oh, there's something under here, Tintin.
A cigarette under that chest, but I don't smoke. Why, it's not a cigarette. It's a scroll of parchment. Let's have a closer look at it. 3 brothers joined. 3 unicorns in company, sailing in the noonday sun, will speak. For 'tis from the light that light will dawn, and then shines forth the eagle's cross. Oh, it's all gibberish.
Sounds good, though.
And where on earth did this parchment come from, anyway? Great snakes! I've got it! It must have been rolled up inside the mast of the ship. It then fell out when Snowy broke the mast.
It's all right, you don't have to remind me.
And rolled under the chest. which explains something else. Whoever smashed my ship knew that the parchment was hidden there. When he discovered the scroll had gone, he thought I must have found it. That's why he ransacked the rest of my flat.
Tintin, you're a real Sherlock Holmes.
But who could it have been? Why, of course, the man who tried to buy the unicorn off me. The Thompsons saw him outside my door last night. I knew there was something strange about him. But why was he so anxious to get hold of it? Unless... Yes, that must be it. There's no other answer. Quick, Snowy, we must see the captain.
Why? What is it now?
Treasure, Snowy. Come on. This is going to be a treasure hunt.
Captain, it's Tintin.
Avast, you dogs! Sea cucumbers, baboons, buccaneers, filibusters, bagpipers, gallows fodder!
Oh, dear, had a few to drink.
Calm yourself, Captain.
We won! Let's got 'em on the run! Yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum!
What's all this play acting for? Why the costume?
This isn't play acting. Come in and you'll understand. Now then, you see that man in the painting?
Yes, Sir Francis Haddock. What about him?
Sir Francis, one of the West Country Haddocks. Oh. Well, last night, when I was thinking about this strange business of the ships, I suddenly remembered that up in the attic I had an old sea chest belonging to my ancestor. In the chest I found this hat and cutlass, and also...
I know! Treasure! Or a treasure map.
No, not treasure. Old manuscripts. Look! I started reading them yesterday evening and read all night. I was still reading when you came in. That's why you found me a little overexcited. But what a story! Just listen to this.
Why doesn't he take that silly hat off?
It is the year 1676. The Unicorn, a valiant ship of King Charles II's fleet, under the command of Sir Francis Haddock, has left Barbados in the West Indies and set sail for home. She carries a cargo... Well, anyway, there's a good deal of rum aboard.
Some things never change.
2 days at sea, a good stiff breeze, and the Unicorn is reaching on the starboard deck. Suddenly, there's a hail aloft.
Sail on the port quarter!
Sail on the port quarter! Sail on the port quarter!
A pirate ship cuts across the Unicorn's bows. Sir Francis reacts immediately. Ready about! Let go the braces! Beat the quarters! Gunners, fire as he may! Close hold, the enemy falls in line astern with the Unicorn. She draws closer. Then suddenly, not more than half a cable's length away, she slips from under the Unicorn's poop.
Ooh, that must have been painful.
Then she resumes her course. The two ships are now alongside. The boarders prepare for action. Grappling irons are hurled from the enemy ship. With hideous yells, the pirates scream aboard the Unicorn. A mighty battle ensues. Single-handedly, Sir Francis manages to slay a dozen pirates. Hey, down, you swab! And you spot! Finally, he's overcome. You'll pay, fella! The pirates become masters of the ship. They hoist the Jolly Roger, and no quarter is given. Every man Jack walks the plank.
And Sir Francis?
Sir Francis, yes. When he comes round, he finds himself securely lashed to his own mast. Oh, he suffers terribly.
From torture, of course.
No, from thirst. Oh, poor man, how he suffered. Then a man approaches him wearing a crimson cloak embroidered with a skull. He is the pirate chief. He comes nearer, his breath reeking of rum.
Regard me well, dog. I am Red Rackham.
And I am Sir Francis Haddock.
Listen to me. More than half my crew are dead or wounded. My ship is foundering, damaged by your cannon fire. She's sinking. So my men are transferring to this ship the booty we captured from a Spaniard 3 days ago.
And what booty! Diamonds worth more than 6 times a king's ransom.
Did you come here just to tell me that?
No, that's not why I came. I came to tell you that those who annoy me pay dearly for their folly. Tomorrow morning I shall hand you over to my crew.
I spit on you, scum.
That's as maybe. But that flock of lambs know just how to administer a lingering death.
Towards nightfall, the Unicorn with her pirate crew sight a small island. She drops anchor in a sheltered cove. The pirates find the Unicorn's cargo of rum, broach the casks, and make themselves abominably drunk.
Like that.
Meanwhile, Sir Francis, struggling desperately, manages to free himself. He creeps down into the magazine, where the ship's gunpowder and shot is stored. There now, that'll make the party go with a bang. No, I must make haste before she goes up.
Hey, long
Sir Francis slips over the side of the Unicorn and to the Jolly Roger's jolly boat. The last sounds he hears from the Unicorn come from 2 drunken pirates.
Just look at that jolly boat over there. It's going away.
You're as drunk, you are.
Then it's all over. So perished the Unicorn. And of all the pirates aboard her, not one escaped with his life.
What happened to Sir Francis after that?
He made friends with the natives on a nearby island and lived among them for 2 years. Then he was picked up by a ship which carried him back home. There his journal ends. But now comes the strangest part of the whole story.
You mean it can get stranger?
On the last page of the manuscript is a sort of will, in which he bequeaths to each of his 3 sons a model, built and rigged by himself, a model of the very ship he once blew up rather than leave it to the pirates. There's one funny detail. He tells his sons to move the mainmast slightly aft on each model. Thus, he concludes, the truth will out.
That's it, Captain. Red Rackham's treasure will be ours.
What do you mean?
I mean that I happen to have one of those scrolls. Snowy moved the mainmast aft for me.
But do I get any credit?
Look, here in my wallet. Someone's stolen it.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous.
Stolen it?
But I'm sure that if we can collect the 3 scrolls together, then we shall find Red Rackham's diamonds.
And how do we go about doing that?
Good question. But first of all, I must...
Give Snowy a drink.
Report my wallet's been stolen.
Oh, I'll come with you.
Mr. Tintin.
Yes, what? Why? It's the man who tried to buy the Unicorn from me.
So you're the villain.
No, please, this is very important. My name is Barnaby. I'd like a word with you, Mr. Tintin. But not here, if you don't mind. It would be quieter inside.
All right, but... Captain Helming's man been shot. What's going on? Who are you?
I want it. Look, I want it.
Quick. It's not there.
Must have been stolen.
Oh, this is getting beyond a joke.
You must take care. They'll kill you too.
Who? Who are they? Tell us.
Up there.
Sparrows? Why is he pointing at sparrows?
What do you mean? Crumbs, he's fainted. Good morning, Captain. Come in. I'm just telephoning the hospital for news of the wounded man.
It's no good. He's dead.
Hello, is that the house surgeon? This is Tintin. Still unconscious?
What?
Is there any hope? A little? Oh, yes, thank you. Goodbye.
But look here, it says in the paper that he's dead.
Yes, the papers were told he died. That's so the crooks will believe he didn't give them away, so they won't be on their guard.
Fiendishly clever. But I wonder what the poor chap meant pointing at those sparrows.
Perhaps he wasn't feeling too chirpy.
I don't know, Captain. It's all very mysterious. To be precise, very mysterious, as the Thompsons would say. Hello? We were just talking about you. Yes? What? It's amazing. I'll come at once. Come with me, Captain. We're off to the police station.
What for?
The Thompsons have found my wallet. There's no mistake, it's mine, all right.
He had 7 in his pockets. The day's takings, no doubt.
Here's the parchment from the Unicorn's mast. Look, Captain.
Splendid!
Oh, if only our injured man's wallet had been found. Tell me, how did you manage to catch the thief?
Catch him? Well, to be quite honest, we only managed to catch his morning coat. You see, I was attached to my wallet via an elastic band, so when he snatched the wallet, he took me with him. Unfortunately, when we grabbed him, he slipped out of his coat. To be precise, he gave us the slip.
Look at this label. It's got a number on it. That means the coat has been to the cleaners recently.
Goodness, you're right. So, to find the thief's name and address, we've only got to trace the cleaners who use this label. Quick, we'll start hunting, to be precise, at once.
While the Thompsons set out to bring the wallet thief to justice, for 3 days I pondered the whereabouts of Barnaby's mysterious would-be assassins. Perhaps it was they who held the 2 missing parchments. On the 4th day, Snowy and I were sitting contemplating early retirement, when out of the blue, someone came to the door. I wonder who that can be.
Mr. Tintin, here's a new bath you ordered.
I haven't ordered anything.
But it's addressed to you. Look.
So it is. May I look inside?
Right. Chloroform's done the trick. Quick, shove him in the crate and put him in a van.
You're right.
They're kidnapping Tintin.
Back off tight or you'll end up in a stew.
Let's get in the van.
Right. Shut up, Boots. Right, let's get out of here. Step on it.
Don't think you can get rid of me that easily, you thugs. Don't worry, Tintin. I'll save you. Tintin! Tintin! Tintin!
Wake up, Tintin. Wake up.
Where am I?
In the cellars.
I wasn't dreaming. Someone spoke.
Yes. Can you see the speaking tube?
Who are you and what do you want with me?
You must allow me to remain anonymous. I want to know where you have hidden the 2 parchments Barnaby stole from me.
Me? But I never had more than one.
Come on now, be sensible. I'd collected 2 of the 3 scrolls, but that traitor Barnaby, whose job it was to find the 3rd, decided to take them from me and see if you would offer him a better deal than I had. I now have the one that you found. Where are the other 2?
How should I know? In Barnaby's wallet, probably, which was stolen.
Come, you will have to do better than that. I'll give you 2 hours to tell me where you hid those scrolls.
But I tell you... Hello? Oh, he's cut off, the gangster. How do I get out of this one?
Hang on, Tintin. I'm coming to the rescue. That's the trouble with being a dog. You can't hitch a lift.
1 hour now. 1 hour to get out of here. How can I do it? I wonder if I could use this fallen beam as a battering ram against the wall. First, I'd better block up the speaking tube with my handkerchief. Then no one will hear any noises I may make. Now, if I knot these sheets and blankets together, tie one end to the beam, and loop the other end through that iron ring in the ceiling, I might just have a chance.
What I said about early retirement, Tintin. I meant it.
Don't worry, George. He'll talk.
Did you hear that, Max?
Yes, a muffled thud. Shook the whole house.
Egad, there it is again.
That's odd. Sounded as if it came from the cellars. By thunder, it must be Tintin. Come on, George. We'll see what's happening.
Hooray! There she goes! Quick, no time to lose. What's through here? Why, it's another room, like a museum full of artefacts.
Over there! By thunder, he's rammed a hole for the wall!
Oh, no, they're onto me. I'll have to hide.
There's plenty of hiding places, but he won't get far.
He's right. This statue won't keep me covered for long.
You might as well make it easy for yourself, Tintin.
A counting frame. It's my only chance. I'll smash it and let the beads do the rest.
Here I am, gentlemen, and here you are.
Now, back through the wall. I'm in luck. They left the door open, and the keys are still in it. And now, tough guys, it's your turn to be locked in. Now to find some assistance. This must be the study. And there's the speaking tube. So this is where my hosts were talking to me from. What's this letter? Messrs. M and G Bird, antique dealers, Marlinspike Hall, Marlinshire. Bird! Now I see what Barnaby meant when he was pointing at the birds. He was giving us the name of his attackers. I must ring up the captain. Come on, Captain, come on.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Nestor, butler to Mr. Bird. May I ask what you're doing here?
I'm Mr. Bird's new secretary. Didn't you know?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Captain Haddock speaking.
Captain, it's Tintin.
Tintin, where are you?
Hello, Nestor. A young ruffian has broken into the house.
The speaking tube.
Stop him. Don't let him get away.
Hello, Captain. I'm at Marlinspike Hall. Bring the police.
In Greece?
Not in Greece, in Marlinspike Hall.
Stop that telephone.
What's going on? Starling's bite?
Marlinspike, Captain. Marlinspike Hall.
Robert!
Martin's bite?
I'm sorry about this, sir, but take that.
What the devil's going on? Thunder and typhoon. What's going on, Tintin? Tintin!
At last our friend is coming round. Up you get, young man. We are going for a little walk.
I tell you, I don't have the parchments.
You'll see about that.
And I don't have to tell you. One false move and I'll shoot you like a dog.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Don't use my name in vain.
Take that! Snowy, you've bitten his gun hand. Now let's see what you're both like at boxing. A right hook for you. And a left jab for you. Good old Snowy, you managed to find me.
Once I get the bit between my teeth, I never give up.
Hooray! Captain Haddock and the Thompson twins.
Oh, my word, a party.
Are you all right?
I am now, Captain.
Don't touch me. I'm innocent, I tell you.
Extremely likely. Be precise. Extremely unlikely.
It's true. Nestor acted in good faith.
Thank you, sir.
It's those two thugs that need to be put in handcuffs.
Up you get, you two. Precise. Get up.
Now, Captain, tell me how you came to be here.
That Barnaby fellow. After hanging between life and death, he'd just come round and identified his attackers. There was no time to lose. I warned the police at once and we rushed here.
Here we are. Two caged birds. Two caged birds.
Very funny.
Oh, dear, that's ruffled his feathers.
And now a triumph for the forces of law and order, too, I think you'll find.
Now, what about the pickpocket? Have you managed to lay hands on him?
Not yet. But it won't be long now.
If my hunch is correct, it is he that holds the secret of the unicorn.
Golly!
We got his name from the theatre. He's called Aristides Silk. We were just about to pull him in when we were ordered here to arrest the bird runners. So here we are.
Well, there we go. What was his name again?
Aristides Silk.
Well, I think it's time we Aristided him.
We arrest you in the name of the law.
Arrest me?
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Silk, but could you explain the meaning of this vast collection of wallets?
Yes, well, you see, it's something stronger than me. I adore wallets.
Oh, it's same with me and Bones.
Incredible. They're in alphabetical order with the owner's name on them.
I wonder if by some incredible coincidence under the letter B... Hooray! Property of Barnaby, pinched on the 1st of May.
Goodness gracious. This belongs to me. Property of Thompson. And this one's yours. Property of Thompson. Property of Thompson.
Property of Thompson. Property of
Red Rackham's treasure is ours. Yeah, it's easy enough to say.
Red Rackham's treasure is ours. Yes, you're right, Captain.
3 brothers joined. Of course. I've got it.
What?
The message is right when it says that it's from light that light will dawn. Look, I put the 3 parchments together and thus hold them sailing in company in front of the light.
Yeah?
Look now, see what comes through.
Thunder in typhoons! The numbers and letters come together. It gives us a latitude and longitude.
Obviously telling us where the unicorn sank. Hooray!
Hooray!
Now, Captain, when do we leave on our treasure hunt?
Let's see. Well, first we need a ship. Then we need a crew, some diving suits, and all the right equipment for this sort of expedition. Rum, whiskey...
And then Red Rackham's treasure will be ours. But of course it wasn't going to be that easy. This voyage in search of treasure would be full of danger. And despite the aid of a shark-proof submarine and a mad professor, we would have no time for leisure when we went in search of Red Rackham's treasure.
That was the second episode entitled, The Secret of the Unicorn. Here is the third episode of the Adventures of Tintin entitled, Red Rackham's Treasure.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé. Dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 3. Red Rackham's Treasure.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, treasure hunt. On a secret voyage in search of treasure, I set off with Snowy and my trusty friend, Captain Haddock. But the sea would not be our only enemy, and before embarking we would have to deal not only with a mad professor, but also the greed of others.
Thunder and typhoon! Billions of blue blistering barnacles! They're all alike, these journalists. Look here, Tintin. Read this.
The forthcoming voyage of the trawler Sirius is arousing speculation in seafaring circles. Despite the close secrecy which is being maintained, our correspondent understands that the object of the voyage is nothing less than the search for the hoard of the pirate Red Rackham.
See?
Tintin, the famous reporter whose sensational intervention in the bird case recently made headline news, and his friend Captain Haddock have discovered the exact resting place of the unicorn sunk at the end of the 17th century by Sir Francis Haddock.
Journalists, they're always the same. We could have done without this publicity.
You're right, Captain.
They could have at least mentioned my name.
There's no telling the sort of damage this could do.
Excuse me.
I'm Red Rackham's soul descendant. And here's my family tree.
Leave this to me. So, you're all descendants of Red Rackham, are you? Good. Well, I'm a descendant of Sir Francis Haddock, who blew up Red Rackham and his pirates to smithereens. And there are times, blistering barnacles, when my ancestors fighting blood against the boys. Come on, you freshwater pirates. Fancy this freebooters, jelly deals, bashy bazooks, sea wasps. There you are. That's got rid of that gang of thieves.
Well done, Captain.
Oh, not another.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Tintin.
Why? No doubt your name happens to be Red Rackham.
Yes?
No, I'm asking if you're called Red Rackham.
Oh.
What's your name?
Please, speak a little louder. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Your name, you hear what I say?
Oh, gone away. What a pity. Well, never mind. I'll come again. I particularly wanted to speak to Mr. Tintin himself.
I'm Tintin. What do you want?
Mr. Tintin, they told me you were away. I'm delighted to meet you. My name is Calculus, Cuthbert Calculus.
Oh?
No, Calculus, Cuthbert Calculus. Mr. Tintin, I understand you are setting off on a search for treasure. That's nice, but have you considered the sharks?
The sharks?
No, young man, I'm talking about the sharks. I expect you intend to do some diving, in which case beware of sharks.
But
Don't you agree? I've invented a machine for underwater exploration, and it's shark-proof. If you'll come to my house with me, I'll show it to you.
I'm very sorry, but...
No, it's not far, less than 10 minutes.
I'm afraid I'm very busy,
Well,
and
of course, certainly your friend can come too.
It's no good. There's no time.
That's fine. Well, good. That's settled. We'll leave at once. I'm so glad you agreed to come. It's in here.
Oh, it's certainly an impressive room. You can tell he's an inventor.
You can tell he's got a screw loose.
No, it's just over here, suspended from the ceiling.
Why doesn't he invent a hearing aid?
As you can see for yourselves, it's a kind of small submarine. It is powered by an electric motor and has oxygen supplies for half an hour's diving.
Amazing. It's exactly the same shape as a shark.
On the contrary, you climb into it... Oh, like this. I can't understand it. It's sabotage. Someone has sabotaged my machine.
It seems the Prof isn't the only one with a screw loose. It's broken in half.
We're extremely sorry, Professor Calculus. Extremely sorry, but your machine will not do.
For two, you'd like a two-seater.
No, Professor Calculus. I said your machine will not do for us.
Oh, good. Well, gentlemen, that's agreed. I'll make another smaller one. It will be ready in 8 days' time.
At last, we're on our way, Snowy, and in under 8 days.
Perhaps we should celebrate escaping the mad professor with some of Captain Haddock's whiskey.
And now we're searching for the sign of the Eagle's Cross.
Ah, Tintin! Look here. Just received a radio message.
Port Commander to Captain Sirius. Reduce speed. Motorboat coming out to meet you? What can this mean? Oh, look! Here it comes!
Let's have the binoculars. Can't quite see the passenger. That better not be Professor Calculus. We certainly gave him the slip.
Thompson and Thompson? What are you here for?
Hello! We're coming with you. Coming with us? Blistering barnacles. We might as well have brought the Professor.
Thank you, Captain, but we're not here for scientific purposes. To be precise, we are here to protect you.
Oh, I feel much safer now.
Protect us? Is someone threatening us?
You are in great danger. Max Burr, the evil antiques dealer, managed to give 2 policemen the slip when he was being taken for questioning.
2 policemen, eh? Not called Thompson and Thompson by any chance?
Great snakes. And after all we did to put him behind bars.
And last night, he was seen skulking near the Sirius. He may try to take his revenge.
Just let him try and he'll run himself up against a haddock.
Maybe. But anyway, now we are aboard, you'll be able to feel that you're perfectly safe. There'll be no fishy goings on. To be precise, there'll be no fish.
Well, it's been a long day, Captain. Good night.
Good night.
Snowy! Now, where did I put my key? Crumbs, it's the 2 detectives. What's going on here?
It's him! It's him! He's stolen my billet! Not 2! It's him! He's taken one of my blankets!
Aren't you ashamed at your age, quarrelling over such trifles? Now, that's all over, isn't it?
Yes, Tintin.
That's better. Good night. Now to bed. Something's odd, though.
Millions of blistering blue-blasted barnacles!
What's the matter, Captain?
The matter? Blistering barnacles! My bottle of whiskey's vanished!
Vanished? Someone must be worried about your health.
Oh, ha! You can laugh, but if I catch the crook, he's in for a rough time.
Oh, we'll investigate it in the morning. Now let's go to bed. I'm dead tired. Good night. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Blankets, whiskey. Something's definitely not right.
Help! Help! Tintin! Come quickly! There's not a moment to lose!
What's the matter?
Oh, Lord! Thunder and bombs! There's a typhoon in the hold! I mean, bombastic barnacles of blisters about to explode. No, no. Bomb, bomb, bomb. There's a bomb in the hold. Here we are. I went to open this case of whiskey. There was a bomb there instead.
Easy does it.
Be careful. No, don't open it.
I must. We've got to get to the bottom of this.
Well.
I can't tell.
Oh, don't touch it.
I have no choice, Captain.
Our Father, who art in heaven. Ah!
This is just steel casing and steel plates.
Steel casing? Well, you're right, by thunder. It's not a bomb after all.
Definitely not. Look, we'll open another case.
Blistering barnacles, more steel casing.
And in this one?
Steaming blood, all my crates. There's not a drop of whiskey aboard. If I catch the monster who played this trick on us, I'll have his liver for breakfast.
Hello, boys.
Look, Tintin! Snowy's all over the place.
Oh, you missed a wonderful party.
Great snakes! Why, he's drunk. Snowy, what have you done?
My whiskey in a dog?
Give us a kiss.
He can't have drunk it all.
Phew, your breath stinks. Now, come on. Show us where you found the bottle.
Yeah, all right. You want a drink as well?
Look, there's whiskey all over the deck.
Snowy? See? The bottle must have been smashed near that lifeboat. Let's investigate.
If I ever catch the culprit...
What's the problem, boys?
Listen! Someone's asleep in the lifeboat.
Impossible. The lashings are secure. At least blistering barnacles of lashings are free on this side. There is someone in it. Thundering typhoons! Get up, you...
What?
Professor Calculus?
Good old
My whiskey, you wretch! What have you done with my whiskey?
Whiskey? Certainly not at my age, but I must confess I did sleep rather badly. I do hope you'll give me a cabin.
Cabin? I'll give you a cabin. I'm going to stow you at the bottom of the hold for the rest of the voyage on dry bread and water. My whiskey! Where's my whiskey?
It's on board, of course.
It's on board. It's on board. Heaven be praised.
Naturally, it's in separate pieces.
Separate pieces? My whiskey in separate pieces?
Of course, it is a little smaller than the first one, but nevertheless it was too big to pass unnoticed, so I had to dismantle it and pack all the parts in the cases.
Dismantle it? What about the whiskey out of the cases? Tell me, is it still ashore?
That's right, the night before. You see, the cases were still on the quay, ready to be embarked. I took out all the bottles they contained and put the pieces of my machine in their place.
Oh, you wretch! Ignoramus, abominable snowman! I'll throw you overboard! Overboard!
Thank
Do you hear
you,
me?
Captain. Thank you very much. Oh, it is just what I expected from you. Such a kind welcome. You'll see. You won't regret it.
A month at sea, 31 long, drinkless days, and finally we've reached the position indicated on the parchments. We should see soon the island where the Unicorn sank.
Isn't the island marked on any charts?
No, it's too small. Come up on deck. We'll try and spot it. I can't see anything yet, can you?
Nothing.
Crikey! Look at the Thompson sailor suits. I didn't know there was a pantomime on the island.
Good morning, Captain. Can you see anything?
No, not yet. But there's a bottle of champagne for the first one to sight land. Now.
What's the name of the island?
Oh, how should I know? It's not marked on any of the charts.
But you're somewhere near it.
Positive. I plotted the position yesterday at noon.
But supposing you made a mistake in your calculation.
I made a mistake in my calculation, did I? All right, they're on the table in my cabin. Go and check them if you want.
Tell me, Captain, was there a fish jumping out of the water just now?
No, it was a grand piano.
I didn't think it could have been a fish.
You must forgive me, Captain, but there really is a little mistake in your calculations.
Oh,
Look,
yes.
This is where we are exactly.
Oh, yes, you're right. I have made a mistake. Gentlemen, please take off your hats.
Well, why must we take off our hats, Captain?
To pray, of course.
Why? Is it Sunday already?
No, gentlemen, because according to your calculations, we are now standing in the middle of Westminster Abbey. There it is, at last! Our treasure island!
It's magnificent.
A bottle of champagne for that man! When we get back. Too late to go ashore this evening. We'll drop anchor and tomorrow we'll explore the island. In! Out! In! Out! That's it, gentlemen. You've taken to rowing like a fish to water.
I didn't think this was part of a detective job. To be precise. Nor did I.
I wonder if the island's inhabited.
I wonder if there are any nice juicy bones.
Well, here we are. You can stop rowing now, just when you're halfway up the beach. Well, I'm off to reconnoiter.
Whereabouts is that?
Snowy, go and look for some bones. Right, off we go.
Tintin, look over here.
What have you found, Captain?
The remains of the jolly boat. You remember the one Sir Francis Haddock came ashore in? This certainly proves we're near our goal. Red Rackham's treasure is out there somewhere at the bottom of the sea. Now then, let's see if the island holds any other clues for us.
It's a kind of mini jungle.
Imagine living here for 2 years.
We must keep our eyes peeled. To be precise, we must peel our eyes.
Look there!
My word! An idol!
Yes, an idol, but it's incredible. The pipe, the bottle of rum. It's meant to be Sir Francis Haddock. And look at that mouth. His voice must have made an enormous impression on the natives. I can just imagine their faces the first time they heard him shout, "Ration my rum!"
Who shouted like that?
What? Wasn't it you?
No, it wasn't me. Thundering typhoons! Thundering typhoons!
It can't be Sir Francis Haddock.
This island is haunted, Captain. Hurry back to precise ship.
I can't forget! Pockmark yourself, you gibbering ghost!
Up there, Captain, look, parrots.
Blistering barnacles, parrots!
Yes, parrots. From generation to generation, your ancestors' vocabulary has been handed down.
Thundering typhoon! Why, you troglodyte! Cannibal! Cannibal! Ah, copycat! Blistering barnacles! Oh, shut up!
Well, at least we know the island is uninhabited. Find any bones on the beach, Snowy?
Oh, only the odd skull and a couple of wooden legs.
And we've got ourselves rather a nice idol at that.
We are not allowed to be idle. To be precise. What?
Come on, get your backs into it. Oh, what pleasant visions haunt me as I gaze upon the sea. The old romantic legends, all my dreams come back to me.
Look out, a shark!
Thundering typhoon! It almost turned my hand off.
Look, there's another! And
there!
No, Captain. I'm beginning to think Professor Calculus's machine may come in handy after all.
You made up your mind, then?
Yes, the Professor has explained exactly how this machine works. It'll be all right, Snowy.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, your oxygen supply will last for half an hour. When you locate the wreck, press the little red button on the left of the instrument panel. That releases a small canister underneath the machine. It gives off thick smoke when it comes into contact with water. That will show us where the wreck lies.
A little red button. Right!
No, not white. Red. A little red button. Have you got it?
Here we go, then.
Good. Well, goodbye and good luck.
Yes, good luck.
going up.
Oh, this is fun, eh, Snowy?
No.
There's the bottom.
Golly, what a lot of water.
Hello? What's the matter? The engine's stopped. We aren't moving anymore.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
It looks as if our propeller is entangled in the weeds.
Oh, I never was good at pretending.
We'll try and free ourselves by going into reverse. Oh, it's no good. The propeller is completely jammed. And the engine's stalled. Well, Snowy, my boy, how do we get out of this one?
Look, Smoke! He's found the wreck of the Unicorn.
There, Professor Calculus, look! Smoke precise. He's found the wreck.
Oh, Captain, look there, look. He's found the wreck.
Patience, Snowy. It won't be long before someone rescues us.
I say, Professor, you're an excellent oarsman.
No, it's an underwater viewing instrument. Just keep looking through it and you'll see the wreck.
Dear, why hasn't Tintin come up?
Yeah, well, that as may be, but I was a great sportsman in my youth.
Oh, no. Thunder and typhoons, that's not the wreck, it's Tintin.
Oh, wonderful. Quick, let me look.
Oh, Columbus, the propeller is fouled by weeds. How can we save him?
Really, Captain, your eyes have deceived you. It's not the wreck, it's Tintin. He can't resurface.
What can we do?
Oh, yes, perhaps we could, but Tintin's only got 5 minutes of oxygen left. By the time we got a diver equipped and ready, Tintin would be dead. I've got an idea. Take the anchor used for mooring the boy.
What, the anchor? What, this?
Yes, that's right.
What for?
Well, that's quite right. We'll try and hook it onto the submarine, then we'll pull on the rope until the weeds break.
I do hope they hurry. It's getting more and more difficult to breathe. Come on.
And I don't want to end up as fish food.
An anchor. They're going to hook us. Quick, empty the ballast tanks. That'll help them.
He's understood. He's emptied the ballast tanks to lighten the submarine.
Oh, good.
Next to the left, Captain. Yes, good now. Pull, for goodness sake, pull.
Ah, thunder and typhoons, I'm trying to. What do you think I'm doing? Playing the cornet? Here. Oh!
Captain, this is no time to be taking a swim.
Blistering barnacles!
I can see her. She's coming up.
Thunder and typhoon!
Oh, that's any second now.
I can't wait!
Fresh air at last.
If it wasn't for you and the Professor, I wouldn't be alive now, Captain.
All in a day's work, Tintin.
Ah, but it did work, Captain, and here's the proof. You see, it's just as I said, weeds.
Oh, really? I thought they were weeds.
Weeds or no weeds, I don't set foot in that thing again.
Fine, get it ready. Snowy and I are setting out again immediately. We're sure to find the unicorn this time, Snowy.
I'm very pleased for you.
Let's hope he doesn't run into any more trouble.
Captain, I've bad news for you.
Bad news for me, eh?
No, bad news for you. Very bad. I'm afraid the unicorn is not here. Look.
What's that gadget?
Yes, you're quite right. It's a mechanical pendulum. I've taken up the study of divining, and I've arrived at the conclusion I just gave you.
All from that. What's it, you jest?
Yes, much further west. You'll see. My pendulum will begin swinging from east to west. Look, it started. You see, it's swinging westwards. The unicorn's treasure will be found in that direction. Over there.
You daft old fool! Look! Coxswain! Steer due east!
Captain, Smoke!
There's the submarine surfacing! Oh, this time we've got it! Hurrah!
How about this, then?
I can't casket! A casket! Ah! Red Rackham's treasure! Red Rackham's treasure! Here it is at last! Oh, that's not easy to open. It's all rusted up.
It's probably the rust.
Got it! A bilious, blue, blistering barnacle.
What is it?
A thundering typhoon. It's not the treasure.
These are all documents. Half eaten away by damp.
What are these, then?
Documents. Fine. What am I supposed to do with documents? Can I drink them?
Come now, Captain. Don't lose heart. We'll continue our search.
Oh, what's the use?
That's it. I've got it. These are old documents.
And so for 3 weeks we searched night and day, and still Red Rackham's treasure eluded us. Perhaps the Professor's pendulum had been telling the truth. Could it have been that Sir Francis had taken the treasure with him when he left the island? We would never know. In a month we arrived home. 2 days later, sitting in my apartment...
Good morning, Tintin.
Ah, it's Mr. Supersonic Hearing.
Hello, Professor. What brings you here?
Very well, thank you. And you? I've come to bring you the documents.
The documents? What documents?
No, the documents we found in the casket. Don't you remember? Here, look. For the remainder of the voyage home, I tried to piece them together, sticking the fragments on sheets of paper. Some are illegible. Others, like this one, are comparatively easier to decipher. I believe this one will interest the captain particularly.
Charles II, by ye grace of God, King of England, desiring to reward our trusty and beloved knight, Sir Francis Haddock.
For his devoted service, hereby grant and bestow our royal manor of Marlinspike Hall. Thunder and typhoons, am I dreaming? It's Marlinspike Hall. Marlinspike, where Max Bird lived, my family estate. Oh, it's fantastic.
And what's more, as the Bird brothers have a new home at His Majesty's pleasure, the estate must be up for sale. Captain, you must buy it back.
Buy it back, yes. With what? Hey-ho. If only we'd found the treasure.
Oh, that's true. We need some money.
Captain, look, you see, it says Marlinspike Hall is your new ancestral home.
Oh, Mr. Lightning Brain, no money, you hear? No treasure, no money.
Funny? What's so funny?
Oh, funny. Money! Dough, cash, Mazuma, you deaf old goat.
I heard that, Haddock. It's quite unworthy of you. Yes, money. The government have paid me a large sum from the patent of my submarine. Thanks to you, I was able to try it out. So I thought I'd buy you your new home. If only you'd listen properly.
What?
All's well that ends well. You haven't found the treasure, but you've got back your family estate.
Oh, it's magnificent.
I hope it's going to be big enough for you, Captain.
I must say I'm glad you've decided to keep Nestor on here as butler, even if he did work for the Bird brothers.
Oh, well, he's part of the furniture. What a wonderful house it is. What about these famous cellars you talked of? Where are they?
Come with me. I'll take you there.
Thundering typhoon! What a lot of junk!
Oh, yes. The Bird brothers use this as a storeroom. Look. That's St. John the Evangelist. We must be in an old chapel. What do you think of it?
Oh, incredible.
Spooky. Wait, it's queer. I wonder.
What?
Hooray! The Eagle's Cross! And then shines forth the Eagle's Cross. There it is. The Eagle's Cross.
Where? I can see a cross, but where's the eagle?
There, in front of you. Yes, there, the statue of St. John the Evangelist, who's always depicted with an eagle of Patmos after the island where he wrote his revelations.
Oh, smart Alec.
Now, let's move this. There's a globe of the world at his feet.
And an eagle, you're right.
And look, there's a mark on the globe just where the island is. Oh, great snakes. When I push it with my finger, the island moves.
Nothing's come apart! Oh, no! Look inside! And the treasure! Oh, great blistering treasures! It's Red Rackham's barnacles!
Wow, it's stupendous. Stupendous. So, Sir Francis Haddock did take the treasure with him when he left the Unicorn. And to think we were looking for it halfway across the world when all the time it was lying here right under our very noses.
Oh, but no bones.
Well, what do you say now, my friends? All's well that ends well, eh?
I always knew it'd all turn out for the best.
Just as I always said, more to the west.
Yes, but I said all's well that ends well. Don't you agree?
Your maritime gallery, I think it's very successful. As for the figurehead of the unicorn, quite remarkable. The tourists seem to like it.
Yes, thanks. But I was saying that our adventures had a happy ending. They ended, and happily.
No, thank you, never between meals.
Oh, no, he's at it again. Blistering particles, all's well that ends well. All's well that ends well.
Without any doubt, but this is just the moment to quote that old saying, all's well that ends well.
That was the third episode of The Adventures of Tintin entitled, Red Rackham's Treasure. Here is the fourth episode entitled, Destination Moon.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 4. Destination Moon.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, space travel. Soon after the discovery of Red Rackham's treasure, Professor Calculus suddenly and mysteriously disappeared. 3 months later, the Captain Snowy and I received a telegram from the Professor summoning us to the land of Sildavia.
Clow, ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your safety belts.
Shall I tighten my lead?
You're very preoccupied, Tintin. Is anything wrong?
I don't know, Captain. It's just, what proof have we that Professor Calculus really sent us the telegram? Then remember that mysterious telephone call before we left, asking after him but refusing to leave a name. Perhaps someone wanted us out of the house.
Blistering particles, I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, I'd say you've been reading too many comics, Tintin. Not that you can hear what I say.
What's that old goat Calculus up to?
Your whiskey, sir.
Ah, splendid. Ah, well, at least we've left Nestor at home. He's worth a dozen guard dogs.
Well, what about me?
Thundering typhoons! What ectoplasm put mineral water in my whiskey?
Passport, please.
Ah. I wonder if old Calculus is here to meet us.
I don't see him anywhere.
You, Captain Haddock, and him, Tintin?
Yes.
And me, Snowy.
Your friend not able to meet you. You, please go with this gentleman.
It is wise, sirs.
It seems Calculus has sent a car for us.
Oh, that's kind of him.
What about our luggage?
Already in the car, sir.
Take a good look at those two.
I see them, Mr. Miller.
The young one, that's Tintin, the famous boy reporter. He spells trouble.
And with him his friend, the millionaire Captain Haddock.
You've been doing your homework, Baron. They're joining the Mammoth. You see, Zippo picked them up already.
The wheels, my dear Miller, are in motion.
Oh, Calculus is doing things in style, eh? A chauffeur flunky, by thunder.
Maybe, but I'm not sure he's what he seems.
No, I do think the Professor could have laid on some bones.
What lovely country. It's a pity they only drink mineral water. They like it. What do you keep turning round for, Tintin?
I'm watching that car. It's been following us from the airport.
I expect it's going to Clow, like us.
Perhaps. Anyway, we'll soon be there. We're coming to a town.
Think again, Tintin.
What's happening? We've turned off the Clow Road.
Hey, driver, where are you taking us?
Sprudge. Sprudge yourself, you bashy bazook. You asked where we're going. Tell us.
Sprudge, sir. Friend there.
Oh.
I don't like this, Captain. I don't like this at all.
Talk about a dog's life. 2 hours cooped up in here, and it's getting bumpier and bumpier.
That other car's still following us, Captain.
Yeah, the country's getting wilder. I wonder why. Whatever is this?
Captain, look at that sign.
It says security area.
Why are all those soldiers pointing machine guns at us?
Hey, Scrooge, Josh.
Hey, Sprudge! What did he say? I demand an explanation.
Soon we'll find out.
But why the checkpoint? Where are you taking us?
It's no good, Captain. Besides, our doors are locked. It seems we're prisoners. Helicopter? Whatever next?
Thundering cannons, what's happening? Those garage doors are opening. We're driving straight in.
Why are we in a tunnel, Tintin?
Snowy, we'll be all right. More automatic doors and another tunnel.
What's going on?
Here you are, gentlemen.
And about time too. I am in the mood to tear someone limb from limb.
You must be Captain Haddock. Let me introduce myself. Frank Wolf, assistant engineer to Professor Calculus.
How do you do? I'm Tintin.
Oh, an honor to meet you, Mr. Tintin. Your reputation precedes you.
And I'm Snowy, the dog.
Blistering barnacles, what's going on?
You'll see, Captain. Professor Calculus will explain everything. Come, he's waiting for us upstairs. Gentlemen, this is where Professor Calculus works.
Why is the professor wearing a fishbowl on his head?
It's my dear old friend, Captain Haddock. You received my telegram? Let me into it.
Oh, blistering barnacles, that's my head. Are you blind as well as deaf?
I'm so sorry. I completely forgot my helmet. It's a new model in multiplex. We're testing it for strength.
Well, believe me, it's strong, all right.
A multiplex helmet? What for, may I ask?
No, it's not glass multiplex. Glass isn't nearly strong enough.
Of course. But what's this multiplex helmet for?
Certainly. Just a moment. What did you say?
You're using an ear trumpet now. But why not a hearing aid? They're almost invisible.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean, but they're meant for deaf people, and I'm only a little hard of hearing in one ear.
Yes, joking, of course. Now, look, Mr. Hard of Hearing, when am I going to get an answer to my question? Where are we?
Didn't Mr. Wolf tell you?
No!
In short, Mr. Miller, we haven't made much progress. The only precise information we've managed to get is this complete list of employees in the main workshop. Our agent K27 in the ministry photographed it on microfilm. Here.
K27 has not wasted his time, my dear Baron.
Here we are. I want to show you a rather spectacular view. Look through this window.
Gosh.
Well, what do you think of it?
I think it's a very nice window.
Great snakes.
What on earth is that thing?
That, Captain, is a part and only a part of the Sprudge Atomic Research Center.
An atomic research center in this land of water-drinking savages?
Certainly. 4 years ago, rich uranium deposits were found in the heart of the Zimalpathian Mountains. That is, here. The Soldavian government immediately embarked on the building of an atomic research center. But let's sit down. A drink, Captain?
That's a silly question, Professor.
Oh, well, if you just...
Specialists in nuclear physics were recruited from many countries and work began. Well, it goes without saying that all the research is for humanitarian purposes.
Your health. Thundering typhoons, more mineral water.
Dear. The Soldavian government invited me to work here. I've been put in charge of the astronautical section, as that is the field with which I am most familiar. And I'm just completing plans for a nuclear-powered rocket in which I propose to land on the moon.
What?
I really think you should be a little more adventurous, Professor.
Oh, the moon! Oh, calculus on the moon! Oh, the things you think of. The moon! That's a good one. I haven't laughed so much in years. You old humbug, calculus. Passengers for the moon, all aboard the bus. The rocket. You are taking passengers, I hope.
Of course. Why else do you think I asked you to join me?
What? What are you saying? Me on the moon with you? Blustering barnacles. Brain gone radioactive.
What? Oh, dear. Speak up.
I'll never set foot in your infernal rocket, do you hear me? Thunder in typhoons, never.
I say, the professor swapped his ear trumpet for the captain's pipe by mistake.
Thank you, Captain, thank you. I knew I could count on you.
What?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
It's Mr. Baxter. He's the Director General of the Centre. May I introduce Captain Haddock, Mr. Baxter? The captain is most enthusiastic. He says he and our good friend Tintin will be delighted to travel with me to the moon.
Excuse me.
No. Don't be modest. A character such as yours is all too rare. I congratulate you and I envy you.
Yeah, but...
You will have a unique privilege, the first man to set foot on our great satellite, the moon.
But
I congratulate you too, young man. In this perilous venture, you will represent the eager spirit of youth. That's splendid. But
yes,
it's getting late, gentlemen, and you've had a tiring day. We'll show you to your rooms, and tomorrow the professor will take you round the center. This will be the first time outsiders have been admitted. As you can imagine, we cannot be too careful about spies and saboteurs.
Oh, it gets better and better. Talking of saboteurs, who's stolen my pipe?
Send us in code, my dear Baron. AKR 12 to NW3R. In contact at top level with main workshop.
Morning, Captain.
Good morning.
Tintin.
Morning.
Ah, it's Mr. Wolf. I'm glad he isn't one.
I trust you slept well. The professor is rather busy this morning, so he suggested that I take you round the centre. You'd better put on these badges. Then you can go round without being stopped continually by Zeppo.
Thank you. Look here, just what is a Zeppo?
The Zeppo, Z-Po, Secret Police. They are the special police responsible for guarding the atomic area. Despite all our precautions, certain powers know that we are building a moon rocket, and their spies are actively interested. It's believed they have an inside informer. On that score, the Zeppo have plenty to do.
It seems our Zeppo are in action already.
Yes. Maybe they found my pipe.
Attention, please. Attention, please. Engineer Frank Wolf, please contact Professor Calculus immediately.
I must go.
Attention, please.
Something serious must have happened.
Please contact Professor Calculus.
And this morning, when I opened the safe, look what I found. Old newspapers instead of my detailed drawings for the experimental rocket.
It's incredible. The professor put them in the safe last night, and this morning the plans are gone.
Does this mean that...
It could be all finished, all the things we have worked.
Snowy, how many times have I told you not to rummage around in dustbins?
I just don't understand it.
Oh, but wait.
Professor.
Great snakes. Excuse me, Professor, I may be mistaken, but here in the wastepaper basket... The plans you were looking for?
Oh, so now it's a waste paper basket. And of course you're allowed to rummage.
Oh, well, why, so they are, but how could I? I'm terribly sorry. In a moment of absent-mindedness last night, I must have put the plans in the basket and locked up these old newspapers.
It's a case of double standards, that's what it is.
Well done, Snowy. You saved the day.
Oh, well.
Blistering barnacles. For a moment I hoped the mission was off.
Engineer Frank Wolf speaking. Call off alert. I repeat, there is no longer an emergency.
Come. I think it's time I showed you the prototype of the rocket which will one day take us to the moon. Here it is, the XFLR-6, as we've called it.
Thundering typhoons. Looks just like a great giant red dot.
It's bigger than Marlin's spike, eh, Captain? And this is just the model.
The rocket, which is radio-controlled, will circumnavigate the moon and take photographs of the other side, the face which is and always will be invisible from the Earth.
You humans have got some funny ideas.
Needless to say, the XFLR-6 will carry a full range of instruments. When these are recovered, they will give us invaluable information for our own trip.
How do you feel about being the first dog in space, Snowy?
Over the moon.
Attention, please. Emergency. Aircraft South Fire Security Area.
Lodge control to unidentified aircraft. Are you receiving me? You are violating a security area. If you proceed, you are liable to be forced down.
Calling all medical units. Stand by. Prepare ambulances and emergency facilities for extensive casualties.
I repeat, if you do not clear security area, we will open fire.
Gentlemen, there have been serious incidents during the night. An unidentified aircraft flew over the security area. It dropped 3 parachutists. The parachute of one failed to open and he was killed. His body was found this morning. He was carrying rations, arms, and a radio set. But of course, no identification papers. Until now, the other 2 parachutists have evaded capture. Needless to say, everything is being done to find them. Meanwhile, gentlemen, I ask for your cooperation.
Operation? Who's he talking about having an operation? Is somebody ill?
There must be something wrong with your ear trumpet, Professor. Oh, it's the captain's pipe.
I would like to impress on you, my senior executives,
Golly, does that include me?
the need for constant vigilance. This daring raid proves that even the strictest precautions cannot stop desperate men. The trial rocket will soon be ready. I'm sure that's where the spies will concentrate their efforts, so please be especially alert. Thank you, gentlemen.
If it were possible, Mr. Baxter, I'd very much like permission to leave the centre for a few days, to make a trip into the mountains. I feel I'd like to stretch my legs.
But of course, I quite understand you're wanting to have a little relaxation at such a stressful time.
Clambering over piles of rocks, that's called relaxation.
This is it, Snowy. From here, there's an unrestricted view. So, now to work. Supposing these mysterious parachutists had an accomplice within the centre who wanted to hand over the plans, how would they do it? All the entrances are guarded. All of them, no.
Oh, dear.
You see, Snowy, before we left, I spent a long time studying this plan of the centre.
Oh, clever boy.
I found one ventilator no one bothers to guard. They think it's inaccessible. Well, I believe there's a way of getting at it.
They're nice binoculars.
Let's see. Yes, there it is. Well, I think there's a way to approach that one. Come on, Snowy. Into my rucksack. We're going to take a closer look. Just as I thought. This must be where the spies contact their inside accomplice. The first thing is to warn the captain.
The first thing is to get me out of this undignified position.
Come on, Snowy. Hello? Hello, Captain? Yes, it's me. I think I've got it. J Sector, Corridor 7, Ventilator 3.
J Sector, Corridor 7, Ventilator 3, right.
Now, can I count on you to be there?
Trust me, not work for soul.
It's a chilly night. Here, Snowy, we must wrap up well.
Oh, how much longer do we have to wait around, Tintin?
What's that? It must be one of the parachutists. He's approaching the grating. Someone's handing him papers. Oh, but where's the other parachutist? Never mind. Now's my moment to join in.
Be careful, Tintin.
Hands up! What? Ah!
How bad is it, Doctor?
It's nothing serious. The bullet only grazed his skull. Of course, it was a violent blow, but he's come round completely now.
Good. I would like to question him.
Certainly, sir, but not for too long. He's still very weak.
It was the other parachutist whom I hadn't seen. To save his accomplice, he fired at me.
Oh, the gangsters, the pirates. I was too late. It's lucky I heard Snowy barking down the ventilator. Oh, if I get my hands on those crooks, I'll tear them apart like...
Oh, that's the back of Mr. Baxter's chair, Captain.
Oh, Mr. Baxter, I'm terribly sorry. Oh, wait, I'll get you another chair.
No need, thank you. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the next thing is to find out which documents are missing, and above all, we must unmask the traitor in our midst.
I'm afraid that won't be easy. Now the fellow has achieved his object, he'll try to be inconspicuous. As for our discovering which documents he gave to his accomplices, I'm certain he won't have been foolish enough to steal the originals.
You're right, but still we'll continue our inquiry. Meanwhile, I'll ask Professor Calculus to speed up preparations for launching the trial rocket. Get well soon.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Everything is ready, Mr. Baxter. The gantries have been removed and the technicians are now completing the fueling.
Excellent.
Mr. Baxter, look who's here.
Oh, Tintin, I thought you were confined to your room.
I am in theory, but a week has been long enough. And besides, I wouldn't miss the launching of the trial rocket for anything.
Splendid. We can go to the control room.
This is it. From here we shall control the rocket during its flight.
Look at all that equipment.
I say, Professor, did you remember the gadget I mentioned to you when you came to see me in the sickbay?
Gadget? Oh, yes, it's done. I fixed it this evening.
By the way, it's good to see you wearing a hearing aid.
Pardon?
In a few minutes, gentlemen, XFLR-6 will begin its flight. I propose that the honor of launching the rocket should fall to our youngest colleague, Tintin. The left-hand lever controls the auxiliary engine, used only at the outset. The other controls the nuclear motor, which takes over later.
Observatory to control room. Stand by. 3 minutes and counting.
Come on, everyone. Action stations.
You must be ready.
59, 58,
You hear that, Baron? In 1 minute, the bird flies.
53,
Right into our hands.
51,
Eh, Mr. Miller?
49, 48.
Has anyone seen my pipe?
Not now, Captain.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Now.
Lift off!
For the first time in history, man is sending a rocket to the moon and back.
Ah, there's my pipe. It's on the professor's desk.
Control room. Stand by to engage nuclear motor. Ready. T-minus 10 seconds. 9, 8.
Tintin, I found my pipe.
Really, that's a weight off my mind, considering I'm trying to engage a nuclear motor.
1, 0.
Now.
Engaged!
Congratulations.
Captain, I think it's your sense of timing I admire most.
Observatory to control room. Nuclear motor engaged. All is going well.
Well, you lot might like sitting around in a control room for hours, but for a dog, it's extremely
Observatory to
boring.
control room. The rocket has entered its orbit round the moon.
Just imagine, for the first time in history, cameras are now photographing the side of the moon no one has ever seen. And it's thanks to us, my dear Wolf. Thanks to us.
Yes, Professor.
Observatory to control room. Any second now, rocket will reappear. Stand by to resume radio control. Rocket in vision. Bearing corrections. 0098. Confirm.
0098, correction made.
Correction. 3276. Confirm.
3276, correction made.
Make those corrections. You take no notice of the figures we're giving.
I beg your pardon, but I followed you exactly. I'm not deaf, am I?
What is this?
Is something wrong, Wolf?
The rocket is going off course. I don't know what it is.
Correction. 7852. Corrected this time.
That's what I'm doing, confound it.
I can't understand it. The rocket is right out of control.
But surely that's impossible.
Now, Baron, the fruit is ripe. We have only to pluck it.
Excellent, Mr. Miller.
I've got it. Tintin was right. How lucky I listened to him.
What do you mean?
Mr. Baxter, why won't XFLR-6 obey us? Because it has been intercepted by a stronger radio-controlled station than ours on the same wavelength. If we don't intervene, our rocket with all its secrets will fall into the hands of a foreign power. As sure as my name's Cuthbert Calculus, that's not going to happen. Mr. Baxter, we must blow up XFLR-6.
Surely you can't mean that.
You hear that, Mr. Baxter? What do you say?
All right. Control room to observatory. XFLR-6 has been captured by enemy radio control station. We are going to blow her up. But how? There's no device.
Thank you, Mr. Baxter.
Here's the detonator, Professor.
What detonator?
Be brave, Cuthbert. Now you must destroy your whole life's work.
Observatory to control room. XFLR-6 has exploded.
Accursed luck! They've foreseen everything! They'd sooner blow up the rocket than let it fall into our hands.
It merely means, my dear Baron, that the stakes are now higher.
How did I get the idea? Well, it occurred to me that the documents passed to the spies might contain all the details of the radio control of the trial rocket. I confided my fears to Professor Calculus, who immediately devised the mechanism to explode XFLR-6.
Too true. All too true. All our hopes brought to nothing. Months, years of research and struggle. Annihilated in a flash.
Is that a promise?
No, Professor Calculus, all is not lost. On the contrary, this is a triumph for you. Didn't your nuclear motor work perfectly? Didn't the rocket go to the moon and circle it?
Tintin is right. The trial was conclusive. Don't be so downhearted. Tomorrow we start work on another rocket, but not an experimental one. This will be the real rocket to carry you to the moon.
Oh, no.
For the next 4 months, we endured endless acclimatization and gravitational experiments, while teams of experts worked around the clock to construct Professor Calculus's moon rocket. Finally, the preparations were completed. There was no turning back. Look, Captain, the road's flanked on either side by soldiers.
Are we going to war, Tintin?
Hail, Caesar. Those about to die salute thee. But here they're saluting us, blistering barnacles. Who knows, my thunder? It may be for the last time.
We've arrived, Captain. The gantries are floodlit. The rocket's ready for launching. It's like a great giant watching over us all.
Yes, very pretty.
Don't tell me it's a dream. I'm going to wake up in Marenspike with a pipe and a glass of whiskey. It's lunacy, sheer lunacy!
Please, gentlemen, step into the lift. In a few minutes, we must part. As soon as you're inside the rocket, I shall go to one of the shelters to watch the launching. Afterwards, I shall return to the center and resume contact with you by radio. Goodbye, Captain.
What?
I am delighted that a sailor should be one of the first men to set foot on the moon.
It would have been all the same to me if a piccolo player had gone.
Tintin, goodbye, my young friend.
Goodbye.
My good wishes go with you. I'm sorry not to be among you.
Oh, that's easily rectified, Mr. Baxter. Please, take my place.
Oh, thank you, Captain. That is most kind, but I would not ask you to make such a sacrifice. Goodbye, Wolf, and good luck. You know my regard for you.
Thank you, Mr. Baxter. I shall not fail you.
As for you, my dear Professor, your skill is our best guarantee of success.
Thank you, Mr. Baxter. I can only say this. We will get to the moon or perish.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
I didn't know there was a planet called Perish.
Come along, gentlemen. XFLR-6 is waiting for us.
Come on, Snowy.
Good luck, my friends. The die is cast. There they go, heading for what could well become their tomb.
If there's no change of plan, Baron, it's just half an hour till their departure.
And then, Mr. Miller, the fun will begin.
Stand by. 10 seconds and counting. 10.
This is it, gentlemen. There is no
8,
turning back. May everything go as planned.
5, 4, 3,
Into the hands of fate.
0.
Observatory to control room. Rocket altitude
Earth calling moon rocket.
1,000
Are you receiving me? Earth calling moon rocket. Ah, Mr. Baxter, you've come back.
Well?
We've been calling them without interruption for some time now. I can't understand it.
Keep trying.
Earth calling Moon Rocket. Are you receiving me? Earth calling Moon Rocket.
Observatory to control.
Are you receiving me?
Rocket altitude 2,000
Earth calling Moon
miles from
Rocket.
launching point.
Are you receiving
Escape
me?
velocity attained 7 miles per second. Everything seems in order.
Yes, it seems so. But what's worrying me is their silence. Call them again, Walter.
Earth calling Moon Rocket. Are you receiving me? Earth calling Moon Rocket. Are you receiving me? I repeat. Earth calling Moon Rocket. Are you receiving me?
That was the fourth episode entitled, Destination Moon. Here is the fifth episode entitled, Explorers on the Moon.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé. Dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 5. Explorers on the Moon.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, space travel. This is my final report before leaving for the launching site. Our moon rocket, XFLR-6, is waiting to take us on the greatest adventure man has ever known. I only pray we will live to tell the story.
This is Earth calling Moon Rocket. Are you receiving me? Earth calling Moon Rocket.
Suppose we made a mistake.
Are
in
you
our
receiving me?
calculations. That would be appalling.
This is Earth calling Moon Rocket.
Are you receiving me?
By Lucifer, Mr. Miller. If they're all dead, we'll never be able to capture the rocket.
Patience, Baron, patience. Everything comes to those who wait.
Earth calling Moon Rocket, please respond. This is Earth calling Moon Rocket. Come in, please. Earth calling Moon Rocket. Are you receiving me? Earth calling Moon Rocket. The dog. Mr. Baxter, it's their dog. Oh, God. Earth calling Moon Rocket.
Tintin,
Please
Tintin, wake
respond.
up!
This is
Oh,
Earth
sorry, but as you
calling
humans never
Moon
hear what I
Rocket.
say, I have to resort
Come
to
in,
barking.
What?
Ah, he's had me.
Snowy? What's happened to me? Oh yes, the launching and that frightful crushing sensation. We were well and truly knocked out.
Respond.
Oh, Moon Rocket calling Earth. This is Tintin here. I've just come round. I'll go and see how the others are. Captain?
I'm simply splendid. You're not seriously trying to make me believe we're on our way to the moon, are you?
Moon Rocket to Earth. The captain has just come round. Oh, the professor's recovering and Wolf too, so we're all safe and sound. What is our position, please?
Earth to Moon Rocket. You are now 2,500 miles from Earth. Your course is exactly as estimated.
2,500 miles from Earth. Do you realize what an extraordinary adventure this is for us? It's unbelievable. It makes one's head spin.
My head's not spinning. This is nothing but hocus-pocus and jiggery-pokery. You're just trying to pull my leg.
Professor, I think it's time we set the automatic pilot.
Oh, indeed, Wolf. Let's go up to the control room.
Are you coming, Captain?
I'm just going to go and unpack.
Unpack? Right you are.
I say, come and look.
What is it, Professor?
Oh, typical. No one thinks of me. The fact that I can't climb ladders.
Here, come and look into this stroboscopic periscope. No human being has ever before seen this sight.
Great snakes.
It's marvelous. The Earth, our good old Earth, seen from 6,000 miles. If we have to die, it's worth it to have seen this.
Yes, I expect so, but personally I'm in no hurry to die, if you don't mind.
Well, it's a matter of opinion. Now, I'm going to take over control of the rocket.
That's a fact. Need to be alone to study this sort of thing.
Why, the captain's going to do a bit of reading.
I might as well be comfy. There. Now, guide to astronomy. Let battle commence. To work.
Earth to Moon Rocket. You have just attained a velocity of 8 miles per second.
Oh, rubbish.
Funny sort of book the captain's got there. It contains bottles, not pages.
Now then,
Oh, here we go. Straight out of the bottle. Mustn't spill it. We'll tackle the first chapter. Oh, I've learned something already.
Unless I'm dreaming, there's Adonis.
Adonis? The asteroid Adonis is a dwarf planet which orbits between Mars and Jupiter. It is a rock-like mass about 1 mile in diameter.
Strange. The oxidial here indicates that we are consuming oxygen at a faster rate than we should be. I don't understand.
Perhaps it's just a mechanical fault. I'll investigate.
What's that?
Why, it means the outer door has just opened, but it can't
Oh, if only you knew what happened, Tintin.
Where's the captain?
I told him I wouldn't give the game away if he gave me a shot of whiskey.
Hello? What's this piece of paper?
But you didn't, so I started barking.
Great snakes! It's fantastic he's gone out of his mind.
It's not the only thing he's gone out of.
Moon rocket to Earth. For some unknown reason, the outer door has just opened. The nuclear motor stopped automatically. I'm going to see why.
Here's the answer. Read this note I just found on the table below.
I'm fed up with your rotten rocket. I'm going home to Marlinspike. Signed, Haddock. Goodness gracious, then it was he. He's gone mad.
Mad? No, I think he's just soaked himself in whiskey. In any case, we must look for him. If you agree, I'll put on my spacesuit, take some rope, and go out myself.
Of course. Moon rocket to Earth. We have an emergency. The captain has suddenly taken it into his head to jump out of the rocket. Tintin is going out as well to try and retrieve him.
Professor, I'm out now, and I can see the captain. I've tied one end of the rope around my waist and the other end to the rocket door. I'm floating freely. I only hope the rope holds. I'm going to try and grab him. Hello, Captain? Can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you. Can you hear me? I'm a little dicky bird. I've turned into a sweet little chappie.
He's floating about 10 yards from the rocket, going at the same speed as ourselves. I'll do all I possibly can to get him back on board.
All right, but please be careful, Tintin.
I'm back on board a beastly flying cigar. Never in life. Never. I'm off home to Marlinspike.
Crumbs, he's getting further away from the rocket. Poor Captain. Now I see. He's being pulled into orbit by Adonis. He's lost.
It's only to be expected. He's become a satellite of Adonis.
This is terrible. Surely there must be something we can do.
Of course. We must inform Earth at once and tell them Adonis has a new satellite by the name of Haddock.
Then it'll have to have one called Tintin as well. Start up the motor.
But what are you hoping to do?
To get close enough to the captain to pull him aboard.
Pull me aboard. Not on your life.
It's sheer madness. If I start the motor, you could be turned into apple crumble.
Just do it, Professor. Professor, now!
So be it. Into manual override.
Tintin calling. I got a terrific jolt, but they won't be serving me up for pudding just yet. The rope seems to be okay. Whoa! It's a bit like water skiing.
I can see the captain. I'll close up to him, but for goodness sake, be quick. As soon as I stop the motor, Adonis will start dragging us into orbit as well.
I'll do my best. Steady now. Stand by to cut the motor. Stop! I can almost touch him. If I could just get a grip.
For goodness sake, honey, we're being attacked by Adonis. If I don't restart the motor, we're going to crash against the asteroid.
Save yourself! Save the rocket! Start up the motor! Captain! Captain!
Moon rocket to Earth. Moon rocket to Earth.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm a miserable wretch. I had a drink, well, maybe two, but I'm terribly sorry. Unpardonable.
Tintin and the captain are safe and sound.
That's all right. We'll forget it.
Professor, what can I say?
I've jettisoned the rest of the whiskey, Professor.
What?
Barking mad?
Gentlemen, I think it is time we put our minds to the task ahead, that of landing on the moon.
Earth to moon rocket. Please confirm preparations for moon landing.
Moon rocket to Earth. All's well. We are now lying on our bunks. The automatic pilot is set towards the middle of the crater Hipparchus. The nuclear motor has just stopped and the auxiliary engine has taken over.
It's tremendous. It's incredible. Just think, in a few minutes' time, either we'll be walking on the moon or we'll be dead. It's marvelous.
Oh, stupendous. I wouldn't miss it for worlds.
Moon rocket to Earth. Tintin calling. We're beginning to feel the effects of slackening speed. The rocket's being shaken by slight vibrations. It's an effort to make the least movement. We're being crushed into our bunks by an intolerable weight. I think my head will burst. My heart. This is agony. The rocket's shaking in every rivet. Let's hope it doesn't.
Earth to Moon rocket. Are you receiving me?
Rocket to Earth, receiving you loud and clear.
Hey!
Bravo! Calculus speaking to you from the moon. Success! We're all safe and sound. We are now going to disembark. We have chosen Tintin to be the first human being to set foot on the moon. He's just gone down to put on his equipment and he'll give you a direct account of his first impression, so I'll hand you over to him. That's all for now.
So, Baron, the bird has landed. We've now entered a decisive phase.
Little do our friends know how decisive. Eh, Mr. Miller?
This is Tintin speaking. I've just put on my spacesuit and Captain Haddock and I are standing in the airlock.
Stand by, Tintin. Pressure reduction in operation.
Can this really be happening, Captain?
Yes, I know. I keep thinking I'm going to wake up. Right, pressure zero. Vacuum obtained. Retractable ladder in position. Are you ready? I'm opening the door. Now.
It's a solemn moment. What a fantastic sight. It's... How can I describe it? It's a nightmare land. A place of death. Horrifying in its desolation. Now I'm descending the ladder which runs down the side of the rocket. Only a few more rungs. 3, 2, 1. This is it. For the first time in the history of mankind, there's an explorer on the moon.
Yeah, two, actually.
Oh, but already I'm not alone. The captain's coming to join me.
The book! Terrific! I'm walking. I'm running. I'm jumping! Good heavens!
Look at the Earth. Our good old Earth. Looks 4 times bigger than the moon does when we see it from home.
Let's hope we'll be able to get back there.
Hello, Tintin. Here's Snowy coming to join you. I'll follow him down.
Oh, this is extremely undignified. Being lowered onto the moon by a rope with my head in a fishbowl.
Ah, here we are. The first dog on the moon.
A small step for a dog, a giant step for dogkind.
Testing log entry, 3rd of June, 1340 hours. Good, the light is flashing, which means it should work. Testing log entry, 3rd of June, 1340 hours. Calculus speaking. The unloading of cargo has been completed. On the advice of Wolf, our original plan to stay on the moon for a whole lunar day, 14 terrestrial days, has been restricted to 7 days, as our oxygen supplies are being consumed at a far greater rate than had been anticipated. An hour ago, at 12:35 precisely, Wolf, the captain, Tintin and Snowy set off on a reconnaissance trip in the tank towards the crater Ptolemaeus.
Tank calling base. All's going well on board. I've just sighted what I think is the entrance to a cave. Tintin, the captain, and Snowy have put on their spacesuits and gone out to investigate.
You're quite right, Wolf. It's definitely the entrance to a cave.
Remains to be seen where it leads.
Come on, I'll switch on my headlamp.
I wonder if I'll find dinosaur bones.
Mystery. Particles. I've done a good many things in my time.
stalactites and stalactites. This proves that at some period there was water on the moon.
Oh, water or no water, I'm going to stretch my legs.
Snowy, don't go far ahead. Be careful and stay close to us.
Oh, he doesn't seem to realise that I'm grown up, honestly. What does he take me for? Granny's little lapdog? Dog!
Oh, great snakes! The crevasse! He must have fallen in. Quick, Captain, hold tight. I'll try and shine a light down.
Be careful, Tintin.
Snowy! Oh, you're alive!
It's very good of you to join me.
It's a miracle. Hello, Captain. I found Snowy. He's safe and sound.
Oh, thank heaven.
Oh, my dear Tintin, you don't imagine you can stand up on this skating rink, do you?
Ah!
Yeah, what did I tell you?
Tintin, you were right.
Fine, Captain.
Untie the rope and let it down as far as possible. When I manage to reach it, I'll tie Snowy on and you can pull him up.
I'm beginning to feel like a piece of cargo.
There we are. Hello, Tintin. Snowy's up and safe now.
All right, Captain. But hurry. It's getting difficult to breathe.
Calculus to tank. Calculus to tank. What news?
Still no sign, Professor. It's more than half an hour since they went into the cave. I'm beginning to wonder if... Ah! There they are! Heavens, Tintin's staggering. He looks pretty groggy. The captain's almost carrying him. Hello, Captain, is he hurt?
No, but he's just about reached the end of his tether. Poor lad.
Log entry 3rd June, 1800 hours. Calculus speaking. The tank is back, with all aboard, bruised but unblooded. And now we're setting off at once. This time the captain and I will be on board the vehicle. Our trip will last about 48 hours. Our aim is to do a more careful survey of the caves discovered by Tintin. They may contain...
So, Baron, the moment we've been waiting for has arrived.
Indeed, it has, Mr. Miller.
Operation Ulysses is about to be completed.
It's time for a meal. I'll go down to the stores to find something for lunch.
Good idea, too. I'm dog-tired of waiting.
Would you like me to go?
Oh, all right. Thank you. It's very kind of you.
Right.
He's going down. It's too late to do anything. Now he's at the bottom. He's going into the hold.
Earth! Hey, Earth! You can come down now.
I'm coming. Have you...
Killed him? No. And wager he never expected that one day Colonel Jorgen would come as far as the moon for his revenge.
Good heavens. Are you sure?
I know what I'm doing, Wolf. He's just having a little sleep. And now, back we go to us.
What? What do you mean, Jorgen? Without waiting for the others?
Of course. What use are they to us now? And tell me, how soon can the rocket be ready for takeoff?
No, we can't do that.
What?
Marooning them on the moon will condemn them to a hideous death. It would be an atrocious crime.
Tut, cut the fine words, my dear Wolf. And cut out the noble sentiments, too. We're leaving, and that's that.
Where's Tintin got to? Here he comes now.
Little Snowy.
That's Colonel Jorgen.
Do you remember me?
What are you doing?
Get off me!
Oh, vicious mite! Take that!
Oh, no!
That'll keep him quiet for a while.
How could you?
Tank calling base. We've had a breakdown. The motor batteries are flat. Short circuit, I expect. The captain is just connecting the small emergency batteries so that we can get back to base.
What? By Lucifer, they're coming back. We must take off immediately.
That's impossible. The motor has to be prepared for at least half an hour.
Well, hurry! What are you waiting for? Are we ready yet?
Tank calling moon rocket. Are you receiving the answer, please?
God, we're running out of time. Come on, Wolf.
Why has the ladder retracted and the doors closed?
I have a gun, Wolf. Do it now.
So, all right. Stand by. I'm going to press the button.
The rocket! It's going! No, it's moving back.
Stupid fool!
Moon rocket, calculus here. Come in, that's an order. And are you
Did you
receiving
sabotage the launching gear? I swear you'll pay dearly for it. Me? Listen to me, Wolf. I'll count up to 10. If we're not safely on our way by then, I'll put a bullet through your brains. 1, 2, 3.
What can I do?
4, 5.
I don't know what to do.
6.
What have you done?
Turn that man off! I can't hear myself count.
I've done
8,
nothing.
9, 10.
I've done nothing.
It's not moving. Right. You asked for it, Wolf. I'll fire.
Oh my God!
And you're a dead man.
Tintin.
Yes, me. Pathetic nuts, Colonel. You obviously weren't a Boy Scout. Do you like my gun?
Oh, where am I?
All right, boy. So, you knocked Snowy out as well. I swear, Jorgen, if you killed him, I wouldn't hesitate to shoot you.
I'm seeing stars, but I'm inside the rocket.
By the way, you accused poor Wolf of having sabotaged the launching gear. I'm sorry to disillusion you, but I was the culprit. It seems you never learned, Colonel. Wasn't the King Ottokar scandal enough for you? Now, put down your gun and we might all come out of this alive.
Found you, Tintin. But you've a problem, my boy. My gun is still pointing at Wolf. So, unless you want him to die, I suggest you put down your gun.
Don't do it, Tintin.
Just think. I'll kill Wolf, and you kill me. 2 dead bodies hanging around your neck to the end of your days. Enough to drive you insane, eh?
No! Jorgen, I won't let you get away with this! No!
What? What got into you? Let go of me!
Hang on, Wolf, hold
What? Let go of the gun, you stupid fool!
For a moment, I was unable to move or speak. Colonel Jorgen lay dead at my feet, shot straight through the heart in the struggle with Wolf. Wolf stood in silence, trembling. After what seemed an eternity, Professor Calculus and Captain Haddock returned to the rocket.
In heaven's name, Wolf, what's the meaning of this? I can't make it out. It's all a misunderstanding, isn't it? Now, come along, Wolf. Tell me. Explain yourself.
Yes, come on. Out with it, Judas.
I'm so ashamed. So utterly ashamed.
And so Wolf confessed everything. Before coming to work at Sprodge, he had amassed huge debts from a secret passion for gambling. A man had approached him and offered to settle his debts for a little harmless astronautical information. Wolf agreed, but little by little the man put pressure on him to reveal real secrets. It was Wolf who had handed over the details of the experimental rocket, and Wolf who had smuggled Colonel Jorgen aboard. The rest is history.
And I trusted you implicitly, Wolf.
I will never forgive myself, Professor.
And that explains why our oxygen has been disappearing at such a fast rate.
Yes.
Enduring typhoons. Well, thanks to you, Tintin, we're saved.
Saved? Ah, my poor friend, I only hope you're not rejoicing too soon.
What?
By cutting the leads, Tintin certainly averted disaster
Yes.
for the time being. But it is likely that in falling, the rocket suffered severe damage. This would probably take time to repair, and for this reason I do not know if we will have enough oxygen to make it to Earth alive.
For approximately 100 hours, we worked frantically to repair the rocket. Wolf did not utter another word. Instead, he worked harder than any of us, consumed with remorse. Finally, the moment came for takeoff. It was now or never.
T-minus 10 seconds. 9, 8.
If we come out of this alive, Tintin, ignore any suggestions about going to Mars.
5, 4.
When I press the button, pray everything works properly, otherwise we are condemned to death.
0.
good. Well, look, everyone. The light on the logging machine is flashing. A message has been left.
This is Wolf speaking. You are now listening to the voice of a dead man.
What?
For by the time you have heard this message, I shall have left the rocket and paid penance for my sin. When I am gone, I hope you will have enough oxygen to reach Earth alive. To open the outer door without sounding the alarm and stopping the motor, I will have to cut a few wires. You only need to reconnect them, and everything will work properly again. Forgive me for the harm I have done you. Goodbye, my friends, and good luck.
Wolf, Oh, Wolf.
The poor wretch. This is horrible.
10,000 thundering typhoons. He's gone out into space to save our lives.
Even so, perhaps his sacrifice will have been in vain. It's already getting difficult to breathe.
Earth to Moon rocket. You have 70,000 miles to go before landing.
Gentlemen, we must return to our bunks. It is imperative we conserve our energy. We are now in the hands of fate.
Quick, bring them out into the fresh air. Be careful with those stretchers. Well, Doctor.
Look, Mr. Baxter. He's opening his eyes.
Where am I? What's happened? The rocket!
Don't worry now, don't worry. You're safe and sound. Back on Earth.
Back on Earth? On Earth? Is it really true? But the others, Snowy...
They're all out of danger.
But?
Your friend, the captain, alas, his condition is far more serious, and I fear...
What are you trying to say? Where is he?
He's over there on that stretcher, but...
Captain. Captain. It's me, Tintin. We're back home. Captain! Captain!
Alas, his pulse is very irregular and very weak. But what more can you expect? It seems he was a great whiskey drinker.
I heard that.
Captain! My dear Captain! What a fright you gave us!
A fright? Didn't really believe old Captain Haddock was bound for Davy Jones' locker, did you? Now, where's that whiskey?
Oh, my dear friends, what an adventure! What an adventure!
Ah, the conqueror of the moon!
Thank you, Tintin.
And Snowy.
Yo.
Well, that's the narrowest escape we've ever had, eh, boy?
Oh, Cuthbert, let me shake your hand, old friend.
My friends, the marks of our feet are inscribed on the surface of the moon. And shall we let the dust of centuries hide those glorious marks forever, gentlemen?
Yeah.
No, for I promise you that we shall return.
What? Us go back there to the moon? Me go back to the moon? May I be turned into a blasted bollard, blistering barnacles if I ever so much as set foot in your flying coffin again. Never, you interplanetary goat, never! I tell you, I've learned just one thing from all this. Man's proper place.
Watch out for that stretcher, Captain.
Ow! He's on dear old Earth.
Fulfilled our mission and survived the greatest adventure of our lives. While the dust was still settling around XFLR-6, the captain and I made plans for a well-deserved rest. We did not foresee the danger that would follow us to the ends of the earth as I came across my strangest adversary yet. Headline, Tintin in Tibet.
That was the 5th episode entitled, Explorers on the Moon. We will now continue on with the 6th episode of The Adventures of Tintin, entitled Tintin in Tibet.
The Adventures of Tintin by Hergé, dramatized by Simon Eastwood. 6. Tintin in Tibet.
To the editor, from Tintin, famous boy reporter. Subject, the abominable snowman. The Captain Snowy and I decided to take a well-earned holiday after our great expedition to the moon in the peace and serenity of the mountains of Europe.
Hello, Captain. Had a good day?
Oh, marvellous, thanks. What about you? Exhausted, I'll bet.
Oh, a bit tired, I must say, but on top of the world. The mountains are superb, and the air's like champagne. You ought to come up with me one day.
Who, me? Oh, not only that.
Certainly helps to clear the mind.
And the stomach?
I still feel quite stunned by that nightmare, though.
Nightmare? Nothing that a drink wouldn't cure. Talking of which, waiter!
It's ghastly. Chang, my old friend Chang, half buried in snow, calling to me. Help, Tintin, help!
Oh, forget about it, boy. Dreams go by opposites, so they say.
It was so
Waiter!
horribly real.
What beats me is this passion for clambering over piles of rocks.
It beats me too, but I don't have much of a say in the matter.
Your whiskey, senor.
Splendid.
Is this your glass, senor?
Yes, and as I'm a haddock, you may fill it. Ha ha, joke.
Senor.
Who needs the champagne of the mountains when you've the whiskey of the hotel?
Thanks for ordering me one, Captain.
A letter for you, senor.
Thank you.
Always seeing accidents in the papers. Mountain drama here, alpine disaster there. Mountainous seas are all right, but real mountains ought to be abolished. At least that'd put a stop to all these planes bumping into them.
Oh, this letter's from Hong Kong. It's been forwarded by Nestor from Marlinspike.
I was reading a story in the paper only today. A DC-3 crashed into the Gossain Tan Massif in Tibet on a flight from Patna to Kathmandu. Oh, dear. The last we'll see of those poor devils.
It's a letter from Chang. Oh, you must admit it's a remarkable coincidence.
Oh, I suppose so. What's he say, anyway?
He says he's been invited to London by his uncle. Hooray! Although unworthy of such an invitation, I have accepted. I fly to Calcutta, then on to Nepal. My venerable father wishes me to visit Kathmandu to pay my respects to his honourable cousin. Nepal? Kathmandu? The plane that hit the mountains. Quick, the paper! Perhaps there'll be some details of the crash.
Oh, no, but Tintin.
As soon as news of the crash, party of Sherpas set out. What else? Yes, here. There's a list of those missing. Rajat Mullin, Son Li Po, Aflit Kulin.
What is it, old boy?
Tintin, you all right?
Tintin? Oh, blister. No.
Chang. Poor friend Chang.
Oh, Tintin, I'm so sorry.
Chang!
Tintin, old man.
We shall never see him again. Never.
Don't cry, Tintin.
No. It isn't true. I know Chang is not dead.
Not dead?
He's alive, I'm sure of it. The accident happened days ago, but last night I saw Chang alive, calling for help, but alive.
But that was just a dream you had, boy. It wasn't real.
I know, but it wasn't an ordinary dream. It was a sort of premonition, telepathy, something like that.
Steady on.
He's alive, I tell you. I'm packing my bag and leaving for Nepal.
What? Look here, old man, it's madness.
I must save Chang.
Oh, 10,000 thundering typhoons. How can you save someone who's already dead?
Chang isn't dead!
All right. Even if he were alive, why should you be able to find him when Sherpas and experienced mountaineers have failed?
Captain, I'm convinced that Chang is alive. Maybe it's stupid, but there it is. And since I believe that he's alive, I'm going to look for him.
All right. Be obstinate. Go to Nepal, go to Timbuktu, go to Vladivostok for all I care. But you'll be on your own, remember? I am not coming, and that's right. When I say no, I mean no. Right, we're in Kathmandu. Where to now?
Well, Captain, first of all, we'll see the airport manager.
Just you see what he has to say.
You must be mad, young man.
That's what I keep telling him.
I'm quite certain no guide will agree to go with you.
See?
But if you wish, I'll put you in touch with Sherpa Tharki, who led the rescue party.
really am very grateful.
But I can tell you now what his answer will be.
You're mad. Me no want to risk 3 lives. Your life, life of Captain, and my life.
Oh, I suppose my life counts for nothing.
But you see, Tharky, I'm convinced that Chang isn't dead.
Him dead. I go there. I see broken aeroplane. Not possible to live. Too cold. Nothing to eat. You not go. You too young to die.
Yes, it's only common sense, old lad. You really must give up this daft idea.
Yes. What Tharky says is true.
Ah, fine. Now you're talking sense at last.
I have no right to risk your lives.
I knew you'd see reason.
I shall go alone.
What? All right, go. But on your own. I've trailed along this far, thundering typhoons. I'm not playing nursemaid any longer. Enter.
Captain, I've come to say goodbye. But your rucksack!
Oh, disgraceful. Entirely filled with tobacco and bottles of whiskey.
Can you imagine for one moment I'd let a young whippersnapper like you go off alone? Not on your life.
But you said that
you... but. Don't start being awkward. I'm going with you whether you like it or not.
Captain?
Yes, what do you want?
I am Porter. Sherpa Tharky sent me, Captain. He say everything ready.
Ah, good. Guard those bottles with your life. Tell Tharky we're coming.
Tharky too?
Seeing you insisted on going, I decided to have another crack at Tharky. I told him how you were the best friend anyone could have. All that nonsense. Anyway, I persuaded him to take us as far as the wreckage, but no further. And once you are up there, at least you'll realize there isn't the remotest chance of finding anyone alive.
Captain, you're a marvel.
Yeah, I know. Well, come on. Tharky won't wait forever.
Rivers and jungle-like forests we trudged, across bridges hanging precariously over ravines, until finally, a week later, we arrived at the snow line, the mountains of Tibet looming above us.
We come here tonight, Tintin.
Oh, at last we're nearing our goal.
Oh, but to warm my back, blistering barnacles.
You mean blistering paws, Captain?
Across there, Tibet. Aeroplane wreck there. Tomorrow we arrive. Now we eat.
What's that noise?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Yeti.
That is Yeti.
The abominable snowman.
Oh, abominable rubbish. Fairy stories, old wives' tales. Who's ever seen this famous Yeti?
Oh, do not laugh, Captain. Yeti is real. Very big. Very strong. Eat eyes and hands of men he kill.
You're imagining things. It's only the wind. Oh, here's something real enough.
Oh, you not drink, Captain.
What?
If Yeti smell alcohol, he come. Yeti likes alcohol.
Not the only one.
One day near Sadoa, he find bottle of very strong beer and drink it.
Drinking alcohol? What on earth are you babbling about?
He get drunk, go to sleep. Men from village tie him up, but Yeti very strong. When he no longer sleep.
Yeah, he wake up with shocking hangover, like me, I know.
He wake up, break ropes, and then off he goes.
Ah, get out. You've made your point. Well, I'm up to bed. Good night.
I say the captain's left his bottle behind.
I can tell you it'll take more than an abominable snowman to keep me awake.
No, he might have left the top off.
It's a cold morning.
Come, we go.
Billions of blistering barnacles, my bottle of whiskey.
I was wondering when you would
Tintin, did you pick up that bottle I left over here last night?
No, I thought you took it with you into your tent. What about Tharky?
Oh, me? No.
Porter!
No, Captain, no see it.
Oh, thundering typhoons, it can't just have vanished. Or Snowy, have you been a naughty doggy?
Oh, if only, Captain, if only.
Stolen. Alcohol stolen by Yeti.
Oh, rubbish. What sort of idiot do you take me for? A half-baked haddock?
Come, we start. Long journey today.
No more. I'll not go further.
First you steal my whiskey, now you won't go on?
I'll not want to be killed by Yeti.
Oh.
Him drink Captain's alcohol, make him very bad now.
Do you think I'm shot in the head?
I go home to my village.
Thundering typer. Hey, you come back here, you lily-livered loon.
It's no good. He's very frightened. He gone. Now we cannot go on.
But we simply must go on, Tharky. We can't give up now.
Impossible. We cannot carry Porter's load.
We'll dump anything that isn't absolutely essential. Tharky, we've got to save Chang.
Here we are, Tintin. These remains of aeroplane. Now you see, no one living here. The journey has been waste of time.
Not so fast, Tharky. There might not be anyone here, but...
Not anywhere. Is it not true, Captain?
It looks like that to me, and no mistake.
On balance, I must agree with Half-Baked Haddock.
We camp here tonight. Tomorrow return to the valley.
Well, I'm going to have a look around. Over there, towards that rock face.
Oh, I should like. I'm getting into whatever's left of this plane. We need some shelter.
You see, Snowy, old boy, if I'd been in Chang's place and I'd come out of the crash alive, this is where I would have headed.
I say, don't you think it's about time we had a breather?
Look, the mouth of a cave. Let's go in.
There's something I don't like about it.
Stop growling, Snowy.
I tell you, someone or something has been here.
Look, there's something carved on this rock, some letters. They seem to spell a name. Chang! Oh, great snakes, Chang! His name in Chinese, and he's carved it in our script too. So I wasn't mistaken. Chang did survive the accident. Hooray! He's sheltered here, but in heaven's name, what's become of him? Come on, Snowy, we must tell the others.
Still nothing, Captain.
It's getting worrying. It's 2 hours since he left.
We can do nothing but wait in shelter of plane till storm passes.
This is crazy. I ought to have waited in the cave till it stopped. I completely lost my bearings now. Help! Oh, good. Not a sound. It's getting dark, too. What'll become of us now, Snowy?
Well, we'll probably be found 100 years from now, perfectly preserved.
Saved! Someone's there. Yes, look. It's the captain. Help! Captain! Captain! He can't hear me. He's getting further away. This is awful. Captain! Captain!
Tintin! He's falling down the crevasse. Tintin! Tintin!
It seems to be easing up a bit.
Shh! Listen. Oh, Yeti.
Yeti, my freezing foot. I've heard that cry before. It's Snowy. It's Snowy howling for the dead. Something must have happened to Tintin. Snowy. My poor Snowy. You're buried in that stuff here. What's happened to you, Master? I said... Oh, he's passed out.
Here! Fallen into crevasse!
Thunder and typhoons!
You know me, and I show you what to do!
Yes, right! Oh. Let's hope the rope holds.
Now don't let go, Captain!
Don't you worry, Tharky.
Captain! Ahoy there, Captain!
Oh, don't bother me now. Can't you see him? Tintin! Oh, Tintin, give me a hand!
The rope! Don't let go of the rope!
Oh, got it. Ooh. Oh, what a close one.
I think we've had enough excitement for one day, Captain. Come on, let's get Snowy back to the plane.
Well, when do we get Tharky back up?
Oh, look. Snowy coming round.
Hello, hero.
What happened then, Tintin?
Good boy. Well, when I came to, I crawled along the bottom of the crevasse. It gradually sloped upwards. Then, after a few acrobatics, I managed to get out. That was after I saw you, Captain, in the blizzard.
Not me? I never budged from the plane.
Oh, then it was you, Tharky.
Me? No, not me.
Well, then, who was it that I saw?
You saw a Yeti, Tintin. No doubt. We go down quickly to valley. Great danger for us. Besides, no one alive up here.
But there is, Tharky. In an ice cave, I discovered a stone on which Chang carved his name. It absolutely proves that he survived the crash.
Come and look. Look. Where is he now? Where? In that direction? Or in that?
Yeah, Thaki's right, Tintin. You can't see your hand in front of your face.
Yes. Yes. We must accept the evidence.
Tomorrow morning, we leave.
Come along, Tintin, old lad. You've done everything humanly possible.
Goodbye, my friend.
Come along, no good hanging about.
Tharky? Captain, stop! Don't go! What's that yellow thing up there on the rock face?
Where can you see something yellow?
Up there, follow the direction of my finger. Quick, my binoculars. It's a bit of rag. No, a scarf. Take a look, Tharky. A yellow scarf caught in a rock.
You're right.
A scarf? Where? Give me the binoculars.
It's absolute proof that Chang is alive. He's even shown us the way up to find him. Come on, Tharky, let's go.
Well, I can't see anything.
Oh, no, Tintin. I not go on. I go home, for I am sure Chang is dead.
But the scarf, Tharky.
No proof. Only real climber could scale such a rock face.
Where the devil did you see this scarf anyway?
Need special boots, ropes, and other things.
I still can't see this precious scarf.
I don't know how it comes up there. In a storm, perhaps. Or with Yeti.
Blastering mysticals, it's the barnacle. I mean, yeltering barnacles, it's the blistering. I mean, up there! Look up there, the Yeti!
Where? Let me look. I can't see it, are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. Sort of enormous monkey with a head like an overgrown coconut. He bolted like a rabbit.
Well, Yeti or no Yeti, I'm going up there. And you, Captain?
Tintin, you'll have to drive a man to drink.
In other words, yes.
It's sheer lunacy, but I'm with you.
What did I say?
And you, Tharky? Yes?
No, I not follow you. Very brave, but you don't know mountain dangers. Very foolish.
Perhaps. Well, Tharky, in that case, this is where we part. Goodbye, and very many thanks. We couldn't have had a better guide.
Yes, I'll drink to that. Goodbye, Tharky.
Goodbye. I hope you one day return to your country.
Now, we're on our way. First, I'll strap Snowy to my rucksack. Then I suggest we rope up, Captain.
All this for a scarf, blistering barnacles.
We made it. Here's the scarf.
I'm very pleased for you.
Oh, crikey, what a view,
Oh, Captain, look at it. Bloodstains.
Yes, I can see. But even supposing that this is Chang's scarf, what then? What do you suggest now, eh?
To go on, Captain.
To think there are people who do this for fun. Not me.
Oh, no! He's hanging on the end of the rope in midair.
Blistering barnacles! That was a near thing! Oh, Lord, I'm really at the end of a tether. But I'm safe thanks to you and the rope. It's amazing stuff, nylon. Hey, now, can you hold me up?
No such luck, Captain. If I make the slightest move, it's the high dive for both of us.
3 of us?
Thunder and typhoons I can't reach to gain a foothold on that perishing rock face.
Oh, Captain, he obviously doesn't realise with each jerk, the rope cuts further into me.
And hopeless, Tintin, I can't make it. I'm beginning to freeze. Can you hang on up there?
For as long as possible, but I feel myself getting weaker and paralysed with cold.
Well, let you both fall. That's no good. At least save yourself. Cut the rope and steal the answer.
Never. Either we're both saved or we die together.
Oh, I suppose I don't get a say in this.
Then one to die than two, isn't it? All right, I'll do it myself.
Captain, I implore you, don't do it. You're mad.
I'll get this blade open. That's it. I'm going to do it. Goodbye, Tintin. I'm going.
No, Captain, please, no.
Far better thing. Blistering barnacles, I can't get blasted my blood. Excuse me, I may be some time.
What's that? What's that noise?
What noise? What?
Captain, don't cut the rope. We're saved. But tell us, Tharky, why did you come back to find us?
I go towards village, but I think of you. You, young man, risking your life to save Chinese friend. I tell myself, I am a coward. I turn back and follow you. Now we go on. I know a monastery.
I'm not moving another step.
Come on, Captain.
It'll take an earthquake to shift me.
Come on!
No!
You'd do it for a swig of whiskey.
What? Oh, well.
Quick! Avalanche! Dive for cover!
The White Goddess is angry.
Really, blessed lightning, you're as gullible as a Popriang peasant. It's an avalanche, neither more nor less.
Look, Blessed Lightning ascends into the air. He's going to have another vision.
Blessed lightning and his visions, when you think he is as blind as a bat from Weipiang.
Silent shining light. Blessed Lightning speaks.
Tall man and a young boy with a great heart, and a little dog white as powder snow. They are in mortal danger. Great Heart is walking. He is at the end of his strength. Great Heart falls.
It's no good. My ankle's twisted. I can't go on. Snowy, it's up to you. Run to the monastery. Get help.
A dog white as powder snow? Really?
Look, a dog approaches. It is Powder Snow.
Oh, how am I supposed to get this bunch of nuns to help me?
We are monks, Powder Snow.
Oh dear, someone heard me.
Now, show us the way to your friends, O Barking.
Yes, follow me.
Welcome, O travellers, to the monastery of Kobian. You have slept for 2 days. I trust you are replenished.
Yes. Thank you, Grand Abbot. You have been most kind.
Yes, very good of you, Grand Admiral.
What I would like to know is why everyone's bald around here.
Your guide, Thaki, suffered a broken leg. He is comfortable now, but will need to rest for 2 weeks. You have told me the purpose of your journey. You have braved 100 dangers. You have suffered solely for the love you bear your friend.
Chang. That's right.
You are indeed noble, and credit your race as Powder Snow credits his race too. Alas, young stranger, here in Tibet the mountains keep those whom they take, and the vultures make sure no traces remain. Tomorrow a caravan leaves here bound for Nepal. You must join it.
Yes, that's a good idea, Grand Piano. Yes, isn't it, Tintin? Isn't it?
Great Heart, you have dropped this.
Oh, crikey, it's him again.
Hello, Powder Snow.
How do you do?
Chang's scarf really is very kind.
That monk is rising into the air.
Thundering tiger.
The Hall of Hayak. Hello? The eye. A cave. I see a boy. The scarf belongs to him. He is lying on a bed of juniper branches.
Catching this, where's the rope?
Alas, he is possessed by devils. He has a fever. But who is this approaching him?
Photo, quick. No one will ever believe us. Pity. Too late to snap the floating father. He's come down to earth.
What an oddball.
I heard that, Powder Snow.
Where's the Horn of the Yak?
The Horn of the Yak. There is a mountain of that name near the village of Charabang. But if your friend is a prisoner of the Migu, it would be better if he were dead.
What's the Migu?
The abominable snowman.
What? That's dreadful. We simply must save him.
I'll say something to him, Grandfather. Make him give up this crazy idea.
Listen, Captain, don't be angry with me. I'm leaving for Charabang. You must understand I can't do otherwise. Come on, Snowy.
Oh, marvellous. Do you think the Yeti would like me pre-cooked or just as I am?
All right. Do as you please. Go to Mars for all I care. I'm going home to Marlinspike. I have been sitting here for 3 days, at the foot of this yak-shaped mountain, waiting for this confounded Migu of yours to poke his nose out.
Patience, Captain, patience.
Remember, I'm only here to take a photograph of the blundering baboon. Oh, if only I could have a good pipe. But no, the poor, delicate little Yeti's nose is so sensitive. What's that? What's that?
The Yeti! It's just come out from behind a rock over there. It's going. It's disappeared.
Oh, good.
This is it. Now's our chance. He's out of his lair. Come on, Captain, not a moment to lose.
Don't forget the camera. Get a photograph of the Yeti. Imagine what a sensation it caused. You do the close-ups. I'll do the long shots.
Okay, you stay here and keep a lookout. If you see the Yeti coming back, give me a whistle, like this.
Right, no problem.
Oh, dear, off we go out of the frying pan.
Here we are, the entrance to the cave. Chang? Chang!
Who's that? Who is it?
Chang! Yes! Oh, Chang, it's me, Tintin.
I'm snowing.
A powder snow, if you don't mind.
I knew I'd find you in the end. This is wonderful.
Tintin. Oh, my friend. And Snowy, too. How often I have thought of you.
But you're ill. You're shaking with fever. Come on, we must hurry. Wrap yourself in my anorak, and we'll go.
No, Tintin, suppose he comes back.
There's no danger. One of my friends is waiting outside. Any sign of the Yeti, and he'll whistle.
It's the Yeti. The Yeti.
Lean on me. Hold tight. You'll see, we'll manage.
Tintin, look out! He's coming in!
Oh, this is it. I wonder who he's going to eat first.
Tintin, my friend, I told.
Quick, my pickaxe!
He's picking up the camera. Perhaps he thinks it's an hors d'oeuvre. Joyce, he's taking a picture of himself.
But the camera flash frightened him to death.
Hang on, Tintin! Here I come!
He's running out of the cave.
Captain, are you hurt?
An atom bomb. What happened? A hairy atom bomb, wasn't it? Are we all dead? Ah, well, at last we're on our way back home. Even if it is on yak back.
Poor Snowman.
How strange. You said poor Snowman. The only one who knows him, and you don't call him abominable.
Of course not. He did not abandon me. He took care of me. Without him, I would have died of cold and hunger. And now it is I who am abandoning him.
Mind you, I wish we'd managed to get a picture of our abominable snowman. Just a minute. Blistering barnacles, we did get a photo, we did. The Yeti took one of himself. Right, where's the camera? Where's the camera?
In the hands of the Yeti, Captain.
What?
We left it in the cave.
What? Whoa! What? Back! We must go back!
No! And when I say no, I mean no.
Well, perhaps it's better that people don't know he exists.
Goodbye, my friend. You know, I hope they never succeed in finding him. They would treat him like some wild animal. I tell you, Tintin, from the way he took care of me, I couldn't help wondering if, deep down, he had not a human soul.
Who knows, Chang? Who knows?
That was the 6th episode of The Adventures of Tintin, entitled Tintin in Tibet. Well, that is about it for this episode of Airchecks. In the next of the episode, we will continue on with a special 4-hour podcast, where we will play the rest of the series. Airchecks is a 3-hour podcast uploaded every Saturday and Sunday. See you on the same time and same channel.